Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Thermaltake LMU series, round 5 from the one and only Le Mans, the greatest racetrack and race event in the world. It is the fearsome 13.6 kilometres. We all know it, we all love it. Mulsanne, Indianapolis, Anage, just some of the awesome corners. And listen to this car on screen at the moment is the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Oh, what a noise this thing is. But I am Sean Muller, and joining me is the one and only Jaden Rondinella. Loopty, how are you, good sir?
Good. How are you doing? I'm very excited for this one. And yeah, as you said, that Aston sounds amazing around this track, in general as well. But yeah, this is an exciting one at Le Mans in the Le Mans game. So it should be a very, very fun race tonight.
Certainly should be. We've got a 60-minute race tonight, plus a 15-minute qualifying session. So looking forward to getting that underway. Pardon me. Voice is a bit hoarse today. So we currently are looking at the Aston. I'm not too sure who that is, but it sounds glorious down the Mulsanne. They will reach around 310, 320, 330 kilometres an hour with a tow as well. Look forward to seeing lap 1 as well, 3-4 wide as they head into the first chicane. Will be a ripping event. So big welcome to all our viewers. Hope you are enjoying your Thursday evening. Big welcome to chat as well. Hello, Jan. Hope you are having a great Thursday evening. Hope you're well, and everyone else as well. So, Loopty, have you done much racing on LMU?
No, still not much done yet. Not even, especially not around this track. I've just starting to learn this track recently, so I've not got much knowledge about it. So that's why I'm excited to have you here, because I know you know pretty much everything there is to know.
Oh, not everything. There's definitely a few gentlemen that I listen to know a lot more than me. One, of course, is the great Richard Hindy. He knows everything. That bloke. So if you ever get a chance to listen to some of his podcast stuff about Le Mans, some of the stories he tells are unbelievable. Just some of the old school stuff back in the day as well, the 60s and the 70s. That's when sort of Le Mans had its real romance period, and some of the stuff the drivers used to do and how long they used to drive for. Crazy stuff. As we've got ourselves a screen now, so it is Benfield leading the way at the moment from Hill, Gregory, Bushel and Reinhardt. That's your hypercar situation. And then a crossover in GT3 land is Jacobs, Diaboles, Brooker, Lloyd and Collins, but of course qualifying still getting underway. We've got plenty of time for that to all shake out. Just as well, we've got a 15-minute session. We are going to go through the Thermaltake of the week or overtake of the week. So looking forward to having a look at those. Been some rippers this season. We might actually go ahead with that now as the wonderful Glenn whispers sweet nothings in my ear. Oh, excellent. We've got the overtake expert Loopty here.
I wouldn't say that. Just a couple of overtakes. Oh, here we do. Oh, look at me. It's me and JC straight away. We're going for, what was this, Coda last time. JC, we're coming down the back straight as we're coming into this little spicy bit of a third sector. JC obviously attempting to move down the back straight there, but I'm holding on very strong in that McLaren on this, and he sends it down the inside there. This is a very intense battle that we had. It was kind of scary. Not going to like going against him. The fight for it, and he does the switchback, and it just gets me around, and yeah, he gets me through there, and it's a very clean overtake from there.
So there's two parts I can commentate this. In terms of my commentary side, beautiful overtake, lovely execution, really put the car in a bright spot and just use the track perfectly. As we're mates, get wrecked, Loopty. All right, here we got Thurgalini, Johnson, and is that Gibbo? Oh, wow. PJ.
Is that a double overtake there? Look at that, Patrick Johnson with a double overtake going up in the wet. That's great driving there. I believe that was in our duos race just recently, the season 3 round 3 at Spa, the nice little wet bit of the race. And that's a great overtake.
I commentated that. Cookie! Here we go. This should be good. I can't do it justice. I can't do the accent. Oh, yeah, that's right. That was a beautiful move.
Very, very clean through that.
Ooh, tough one to pick this week.
And yep, showing Stroll how it is done. That is clean and through. But it's not over. Oh, because, yep, good run by the Lambo.
Up at turn 1 at Coda. Oh, that's tight. Does he pull it up in time? He does. That's a beautiful move.
Good way to steal it back.
Well, there we go. So clip A, JC and Loopty. Clip B, Thurkalini, Johnson and Gibbons. Clip C, Cookie. And then clip D, Underwood and Baker. Ooh, get your votes in, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think I want to vote for A.
I like A.
I like A. I just don't want to vote for it.
It built for the whole time. But in terms of brass ones, B, 100%.
Yeah, all amazing clips this week. A lot of hard racing.
Brilliant overtakes.
So, yeah, put your votes in, see what you like. I reckon, yeah, there's really good racing there.
Ooh, bonus clip. Here we go. Ooh, a bit of LMU action.
This is what Benefield on Vincent. Oh, look at that! Late send onto the inside and dives down and gets it done. Oh,
that's
but
fantastic.
It's close. This looks reminiscent of a certain race between me and JC. Nice and close. It looks like Benefield has held it out the front though there. So that's nice. Yeah, an amazing overtake there. That's a crazy move. And as we do, we're moving back into qualification for Le Mans Ultimate. 11 minutes left of the qualification. So what's that, 4 minutes down. Nobody's set a lap yet, so I think everyone's kind of been chilling out in the pit boxes. Or I guess it is about a 3 minute lap?
Yeah, about 3 to 3.5 minute lap. About 4 minutes actually for the GT3s. 11 minutes, yeah. I probably want to do 2 flyers. I'd probably look at 2 flyers. I wouldn't do any more. First one, bit of a banker, and then completely send it on the second one, and then see where you end up. Always tricky qualifying at Le Mans as well. I find, it's one of those tracks that it hasn't got a lot of corners, but the corners you do have to take at maximum commitment are tricky, and if you stuff up, it's a good chance you're going to kiss barrier. So, that's why I love it. Such a challenging circuit.
That first sector does do my head in. I can't get that first and second turn done every time I try, but it's a decently fun track, and I like the straights with the little chicanes in the middle of it. This straight here specifically that we're on right now. It's got a unique layout.
Yeah, it certainly does. It's a lot of it is a permanent road. It's in the middle of December you can drive on this, so it has all its bumps and the oil slick from all the traffic and that on the surface. So it takes a good 4 or 5 days in the real life event to clean the track and actually get it to grip up, but the bumps don't go anywhere. So as we are heading down Los Honduras, not the Mulsanne, as a lot of people get that wrong, and then we're heading down into the Mulsanne corner, very tight first gear, slowest corner on the track. You want to use the whole road, then tip it in and then cut across that apex as quick as you can, and then you punch it out down towards, in my opinion, the best corner on the track, the fearsome Indianapolis. And this is actually the fastest part of the circuit. A lot of people don't realise this because there's no chicanes here, so you are absolutely flat to the board till you get towards Indianapolis. And then we'll see how fast we get here with Benny Vittner at 327 kilometres an hour as he throws it into Indy. And then you're hard on the brakes as deep as you go into an arch. And then you're pulling up towards my house. And there it is, see the White House there, that's where I live. Lovely place. That's my dream, to go watch the motor race right there. Then under the Porsche bridge, of course, then heading off down towards the Porsche curve. It's the most important part of the circuit. This is the real rhythm part and a beautiful part of the track in the right car. In a hypercar, it feels glorious, especially when you got it hooked up. Let's see how Benny Wittner goes. This part right here, it's so good. You tip it in there and just a little lift of the throttle. And just dancing on the throttle the whole way, feeling the rear just tuck in. Very nice there from Benny. Just a good lap so far.
That looks like a very, very smooth lap at the moment.
Now into these stupid chicanes. The Ford chicanes, of course, in karting. Nice exit.
It looks like he made it through there quite well. And he set a 27.1. Very good lap. Good time, yeah.
As Graham Hill now pops up in the first position with a 26.9. First one, the 26s in the BMW. I'm still not sure about
we're going to drop
car.
down to? That's a nice 25, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say 25 was Reinhardt's done a 26.9. Let's see where it is. Old mate on the track. Just having a quick look there. Yeah, Bushel up in the 8th. 26.9 at the moment looks pretty quick. Very close at the top, though.
I'm looking for Benefeld at the moment. Benefield's been probably around the quickest.
He's coming.
He's definitely coming soon.
Yeah, up through the Porsche curves now.
Benefield's generally in this series been one of the fastest out there, if not the fastest. I think he's won a few of the races in the hypercars, so he's definitely someone to look out for tonight. With a few competitors out there, as we saw in the little clip there where he had to do an overtake. He has a few competitors to deal with, and it seems like just as the series goes on, everyone gets a bit quicker, and I think this is the end of his lap here.
Hollywood.
Oh, 24.2.
Hollywood.
Okay.
He's got that
the
Ferrari
25.
absolutely on rails already, and hold on, because this one I reckon will be quicker.
I mean, that middle sector, I believe, was yellow, or that last sector, I'm not sure, but it was yellow, so that means he can go faster.
Just pops down through under the Dunlop. Great part of the circuit, this as well, through the Dunlop curve and the S's, and then up over the top, and then into Teta Rouge. Look at that, 220 kilometres an hour, and takes it right out as far as you want to go. Any further, and that's a track limit. This is probably the only time you really do relax in a hypercar in qualifying. In a race, especially when you got 3 or 4 and you got blue flags everywhere, no, you're never relaxing. Flying. Look at the top speed on that Ferrari. Unbelievable.
I'm excited to see it down the back.
It is wide to 2-time Le Mans champion. Still hasn't got the most wins, just saying.
Well, what does? I wonder.
Oh, Porsche, actually. With 19.
I never would have thought that. What?
Controversial, I know.
Yep, looking like a really good lap here. Just sending it through those turns. He said you kind of have to around here to get that maximum ability out of the car, and it's looking like he's having a fun one in there, and he looks very smooth inside of that.
Yeah.
Why does it say BMW on the steering wheel? Are you sure he's in the Ferrari?
Oh, he's in the BMW. I thought he was in the Ferrari. I'm positive I swear I saw him in the Ferrari last round I commentated. There you go. Maybe I was wrong.
Also commented about it being a BMW.
Thanks,
he might have switched around. Oh, and look at that middle sector, a new purple middle sector as well. So it's definitely on for a quicker lap right now.
Maybe the BMW is the car to have at Le Mans. I don't know. Who would have thought? They were actually pretty quick in the real life, especially practice and the night sessions. So it does seem to work around Le Mans, just doesn't work everywhere else.
little bit slidey out of that turn, but seems stable enough to get it going down quickly. We're about to see the top speed of this BMW as he does come down, as you said before, Sean, the fastest part of the track.
Looks very good through here. Through the Porsche kit, look at that, just a little dab of the brake. Bit of feather of the throttle, look at that, just flat. Off the throttle, then back on the throttle again. Oh, this is a fantastic lap so far here from Benefield. Enjoy this, everyone. This is unreal lap. How deep does he go through karting in the Ford chicane? Look at that. Tip it over the top, using all the curb as well. Just kisses that sausage just a millimetre, and look, is he going to go straight to the top at 23.5? That's a silly lap. Unbelievable from Daniel Benefield. Holy moly.
That is crazy. What a lap time. Oh my gosh.
Every other driver just gone, well, that was nice. Yep, that's quality done. Harry Lawrence here.
Don't even know what to say.
Look at that. 1.8 second gap. That is unbelievable. What a lap.
Looking down at the GT3s, currently Lawrence, who we're on board with, is leading the GT3s in quali. On for, I believe, the final quali lap for that Lamborghini, as he does go through the first sector. And then Samuel, I'm guessing that's Shady Samuel out there in the...
It is Shady Samuel.
Out there in the Ford. He loves that car, so good to see him giving it a go in Le Mans. I don't think I've seen him in this series yet, unless he was in last week when I wasn't around.
No, I haven't seen him commentate. Well, I haven't seen him drive in LMU, but it is great to see him in the Mustang. Currently running in second in LM GT3. But we'll see on this lap. I reckon it'll be his flying lap, so we'll get a real idea of where Shady sits.
It's looking like a very competitive field out there tonight. Obviously, Benefield just showing up the whole field with that driving. But again, there's a lot of cars within hundredths of each other. If you look at from pretty much, I'd say 6th to 10th, they're all very, very close.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing with driving Le Mans in the LM GT3, it's a totally different experience than driving the hypercar. I enjoy it. I'm a bit of a sicko, but I enjoy it. It's a real challenge because you've got to get every, like right here, perfect every single time, because there's so much time to be lost in the corners, because you've got two very long, or three really, very long straights. So the corners mean everything here at Le Mans, and yeah, in the GT3, it's a real challenge. And we've got, 41 cars on the grid tonight as well, which is going to be awesome. Thank you to one and only Paul Cranich for that bit of tidbit of information, which is awesome to see. So nice big grid, which is, great. And lap one should be fine. I don't think anything will go wrong.
I think everyone will be... Okay, I'm not trying to jinx it. I think this will be a very safe start, and we can get a nice race underway today. And everyone knows it's Le Mans. It's a big, nice long lap. There's plenty of room for overtakes. So hopefully everyone kind of takes it chill at start and waits to get that pushing until the field gives a little bit more room for it.
Well, that's what best laid plans, as they say. So we're currently looking at Shady here at the moment. So he's up 13 seconds there in sector 2 somewhere. I'm not too sure how that timing works. I'm not too sure if that's based on the fastest time from the hypercar or so we won't read too much into that.
I mean, how fast it is, I'm going to say, and considering it's saying the target time is 3:23, I'm going to say it is based off of the hypercar.
Now, I'm not saying Shady's slow by any stretch of the imagination, but getting a 3:23 in LM GT3 is going to... Look, there is a shortcut, I'm pretty sure, through the middle. I'm nearly positive there is, where you can bypass, or you can basically bypass because you got the GP circuit, or the MotoGP circuit. So, yeah, there you go, Shady. Good tip.
Should just let the GT3s do the half track, see who wins that.
Now, that would be cool. Now, if LMU are listening, open up the MotoGP track And the GT3s, yeah, that good idea, Loopy.
I sometimes have a couple.
There we go. That's a good discussion point. Who would win that?
Would the GT3s, being able to cut like half the track off, be able to beat the hypercars?
But that is a very good lap there from Shady, just saying they are 3:59.3. Nice lap.
Believe, yeah, that puts him first within the GT3s.
Certainly
at the moment.
Does. Anytime you go sub 4 minutes in a GT3, you are motoring at Le Mans.
Well, another change up. I believe that's. Oh no, we're looking down the list. Sorry, I thought that it would be a change, but yeah. So Samuel and I believe Lawrence and Jacobs are the top 3 for the GT3s at the moment.
So very close in GT3 land, which is good to see. I reckon that's going to be a cracking race as well. I do love having the mixed class, and hopefully, yeah, Le Mans, they can fix everything that's sort of annoying at the moment and get on top of that. And yeah, we can have sort of 3-4 class racing. That'll be off the scale good. As we're looking at Noah Reinhardt here in this just glorious sounding Aston. We don't really need to talk. We'll just listen. Currently on a heater as well. Really good lap. This could put him on the front row of the grid. This will be a very nice lap from the Aston as well. A very different car from the other hypercar. No, a 3:25.5. So it puts him third. Still very nice lap. There we go. That is qualifying run and done. So it will be Daniel Benefield on pole with that, quite frankly, unbelievable 3:23.5 from Ryan, Reinhardt, Wittner and Johnson. Then over in LMGT3 land, it'll be Samuel Zahali and, oh, thank you. Oh, good. Come on, come back. Let's get, come on. Ooh. Thank you. Samuel, Lawrence, Jacob, Ellis, and Diabols are your 5 in LMGT3. So we've got an hour around Le Mans. Interesting. So, of course, the hypercars, as we know, will have to make a stop. They can't do the full hour, but we know the LMGT3s can. But you still do have to fuel save, I think, a little bit, if I do remember correctly. I'll probably try that out tonight after I finish commentary.
That might be a good choice. I think even with the way that the track is, there might be even a little bit of fuel saving anyway as they go along, because that slipstream should bring the fuel usage down as they go down the straight. So should be all right for a few of the cars.
Certainly.
Yeah, of course they
do. We've got 3 cars current. Yeah, did not set a lap in qualifying. So Maloney, Keys, and McNeil. So that's sort of standard operating procedure. They're trying to avoid the chaos. Come on, guys, get involved.
What chaos? There won't be any chaos.
So, some track facts for you. Of course, we are at the Circuit de la Sarthe in France. Beautiful part of the world. 13.6 kilometres, 38 corners. The lap record in qualifying, if now I'm testing my memory here, I believe is a 3:14 off the top of my head. I do know it was in the Toyota, and I do know it was Kumi Kobayashi. Which is, 3:14, which is crazy fast. That was in the TSO 50, of course, in one of the fridges. But, yeah, unbelievable circuit. It's got iconic corners. It's got iconic weather. Who can forget 2016 when the safety car was drifting, when the rain just absolutely unleashed. And then a lot of the time, it's one of those unique tracks like the Nürburgring that it can rain in one half of the circuit and the other half be completely bone dry. So it's a real challenge for teams as well as drivers. But most of all, it's just an iconic event. and it's got plenty of history. It's the oldest running endurance race in the world, and it's awesome that we can do it in the virtual world. And let's get this underway, Loopty.
Yeah, this is going to be very exciting. 3 seconds till we start moving for the formation part. Oh, we are already going. Sorry, I'm looking at the YouTube stream midway through. What am I doing? Here we go. As we do head around, I believe, yes, this is a short formation as LMU goes, so it will be very quick to the line. Looking like some people need to fix those gaps. Look at the distance between them at the moment. But I'm excited for the noise we are about to hear.
We've got a mix of manufacturers as well. BMW, Glickenhaus, Aston, Toyota, Cadillac, Peugeot. There's probably an Acura in there, Lamborghini. Great to see all the different manufacturers represented, but it's going to be Benefield from Pole, Ryan, Reinhardt, Vintner and Johnson. And the tree colour will be about to be unleashed. And the horn and the sirens and the national anthem will be playing. All the baguettes will be eaten, croissants, all that good stuff.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Where's Gobby for this moment?
Oui, oui. Here we go.
As they do come up to the lights. Do you want to call the start of your meeting?
You know what? I'm going to throw it on. Yeah, you go on.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, sweet. We've still got to go through the little Ford chicane area. As we do come around for the starting spot, I reckon the GT3s will still be in the that chicane when we start to go. And here we go, it's green flag waved, and we've already got cars moving all over the track. Those hypers spreading out nice and wide. And it looks like a nice lead there from Benefield, and position's not changing. They're a little bit side by side, and it looks like Rain's set up a move, and he's taken it straight away on the first turn. Rain's down the inside and taking the spot from Benefield, so that's a new leader already, but Benefield doesn't look like he's going to take that lightly as they come down to the straight. Few boards already being taken down. Oh my gosh, that's been crazy already. This is, looking very close, and Benefield should get a nice slip down as they keep going along. Another few boards getting a little bit slidey there from Rain. I'm not. What car is that? Is that the Glicken?
That's the Glickenhaus. Yeah, that's the Glickenhaus, the kick car, as I like to call it.
Oh, and here we go. Looking at Benefield, looking for a little bit of a lunge down on the inside during the straight. This is nice and clean through. And this is what it's going to be a lot of the time around this track. A lot of the passes, I believe, are going to be done around the straights unless there's mistakes in the turn. Like that one looked a little bit. And this should give Rain the chance to maybe make up that position once again. Look right up there behind Benefield. Going to move soon, hopefully. Right close, but it doesn't. Looks like that BMW might just have enough speed to stay up there and keep it even.
This is very interesting because also Reinhardt in the background and the Aston's coming. Look at that, the horsepower of the BMW just holds it out. That's that hybrid power really kicking in as they go through the Michelin chicane now down towards Mulsanne corner. Oh, I love that shot with the camera shake. Back in third position here with Noah Reinhardt doing a great job. Back Ricky Pacman now in the Cadillac. He's got the Toyota there, a Vintner right behind him. This is typical opening lap stuff here at Le Mans. Slipstreaming everywhere, everyone trying to find their space on the track, down in the Mulsanne now. Oh, he tries to go around the outside bit and there's no space there. And that is going to drop him down the order as the whole field will come through, and that will drop him back to last place, most likely in Hypercar. So he's got plenty of work to do. So head off down towards Indianapolis now for the first time.
I think he's managed to find a gap, and he's managed to find a little bit of a gap between two cars, and he's managed to keep it not last. He's in ninth currently, and he's going to be maybe seeing a little bit of red mist and wanting to send it down.
Into Indianapolis, no problem.
Vincent is not going to take it lightly either. He's a very quick driver who can drive consistently. So that's going to be the game. The name of the game today is the consistency. And so we'll see who can survive around here. And as Paul Cranish has said in the chat, it has been a fairly clean start. Only one yellow flag, and that was just Vincent going off a bit wide there. But back on the track, and it seems like everything's good. And I love these shots, especially with that camera shake. Makes it look so good.
It certainly does. They've certainly got the look down and the sound down 100% as we jump on board now with Keelan Dryberg, who is running in 5th place in LMGT3. And look, chasing there, Lawrence and the Plaid Lamborghini.
Has Ellis moved up a couple of spots there?
He's up in the second. So Shady Samuels lead the way, 0.6 to the good from Ellis, Jacobs, Lawrence and Dryberg. Good to see a really nice, solid LMGT3 grid as well, which is awesome to see. I'm a big fan of the LMGT3 cars in LMU. Controversial, I know, but I think they're a lot of fun. So it's good to see and it's awesome. So crack on. But look at this. We definitely got a race up front. Ellis is really having a crack here, and Jacobs is hanging in as well. And Lawrence is just there. So a lot to play out here. Of course, it is pretty much a flat sprint race, but of course, a little bit of fuel saving now means you can really crack on towards the back end, and tyre saving as well. The tyres do go a little funny in LMU, sort of around that 50-minute mark. So another thing to keep an eye on, but battles all throughout the field.
Yeah, I believe there's a little bit of smoke back there, and there was a yellow flag for a second, but a couple cars coming out side by side through that turn back there. But here they go again. Here we're moving back towards Azib Mokhtar in the BMW, looking to make a move on that Mercedes. I'm not sure who that Mercedes is. Collins. So he's trying to look for the move right there, but obviously have to also defend against the BMW right behind, and of course the same machinery with those two BMWs. So it's not going to be an easy one to fight. It's going to be a battle of who's really the better driver there. But look at this as they do go around to straight, and this should be a good run. The BMW right on the back. Am I seeing some bump drafting, or are these two just that close?
This is some proper NASCAR stuff. That is bump drafting 100%. I don't know the rules in terms of that, but that is very much bump drafting straight out of the NASCAR playbook. And now it's going to try and fire it down the inside. Oh, I'm not sure of the how that's going to be received. That'll be an interesting conversation after the race. Oh, wow, that's a line. Oh, we're going to see payback here. Oh, this is going to I can see this going pear-shaped very quickly.
It looks like LMU is definitely handling that bump drafting a bit better than the ACC does generally, but
good point.
Collins not going to do the bump drafts back. It is instead going to just stick to the inside and wait down the inside for the turn, because this should make it the Mercedes corner as he does take the inside. They're still side by side. Seems like the BMW had a bit better of the braking time and has kept it in front of the Mercedes. Oh, and the Mercedes getting a bit squirrely there of Collins, and it gives the opportunity to Brooker to take it up the inside there and get ahead of that Mercedes.
That was very unfortunate. It's so hard to go around the outside of the Michelin chicane because it basically loses grip. Basically just turns to rubber. As soon as you go a little bit too wide, there's absolutely no grip out there. As I head down into the Mulsanne corner now, that's super late on the brakes there from Bailey Collins. Nearly gets up to the back there of Brooker, but play on as I head down now towards Indianapolis. Great shot this as we look under the hood and then back over the rear wing. Thank you to the wonderful Glenn, providing all the different camera shots as well. I like different camera shots. Makes it interesting.
It really does, and we're looking right now at the timing board. Shady Samuels is now a second ahead of Alice at the moment. That Ford obviously having great power, but that gap's going to keep fluctuating. It's actually nice to see the timing boards working for once.
It is, yeah.
Good to see that they're working, and love that it's all fixed now. So as we see, there's improvements every time we come around. So
I will say, ACC, get stuffed in terms of timing boards, because this is way better. Because we are getting live gaps, which is fantastic, and it just makes interesting reading as well. You're seeing cars in certain parts of the circuit where they're stronger and others are weaker, and yeah, good information. Well done, LMU.
Oh, Even better. Look how close they are. There's so many cars under a second between each other. That's so good. I'm really liking this. This is great.
Now they just got to fix everything else and we're good to go. So Shady lead the way. Now that's important. He wants to get out to that 1 second or more gap so he can then break that slipstream down the Los Honduras. But if Ellis can keep in with that sort of 0.8, 0.7, he might get a bit of a tow. So really important sector 1 now for Shady Samuel. And see if he can get that gap out. 1.2 now, so building now.
Oh, there's another yellow flag out, but we're up, moving back to the hypercars. Vincent is still in 9th, holding on strong through there. Benefield out quite a bit ahead. I believe that's 6 seconds ahead. So Benefield's had a really nice time up at the front there and has worked very hard to build that gap as far as it is. Quite a few cars within a few tenths of each other, so we might see some passes coming up very soon. It's looking very close across the board. Ryan not getting really much time to himself with Reinhardt just behind, waiting to make a move in that Aston, the beautiful sounding Aston. Just listen to that. How beautiful.
Very nice sounding car. Of course, doesn't run a hybrid system, the Aston. Naturally aspirated V12. Yes, it might sound glorious, but I just can't see how it's going to be competitive IRL without a hybrid system. In the game, though, very much compared. Oh, that was a moment there from Ryan, and a huge moment. Then they're going to go down into a Nage, and does hold on to second position. But that was just a little bit of an opportunity and just a little bit of a warning to everyone else that Ryan is really holding that Glickenhaus at the moment.
And then Donnelly using the opportunity where the cars went side by side to make up a little bit of time, getting up closer now, and it's about the same distance from Donnelly to Reinhardt as it is from Reinhardt to Rain at the moment. So always nice and close. Always got to be careful about what types of mistakes you're making, especially around here in the hypers, because they can catch you so quickly.
Of course, Donnelly, a very famous name in Le Mans history. Very multi-time class winner back in the day. Used to drive the Corvettes. And of course, that is suboptimal. That is missing a wheel. That is and
missing the pit box as well. Done the JC. Sorry. And we got another car in the pits as well of,
now,
was that Hauser?
I don't want to make assumptions.
I mean, feel free to, but that's a car missing a wheel. That's a few cars in the pits as well. That's Swally. I'm wondering if they started the race or if they might have had to retire already.
Okay, so we've got 3 that didn't start in the hypercars by the looks of it. Oh,
I mean, it's cool, but it's like...
I like it. It's more added immersion, as they say, I suppose. Back up the front with our leader, Daniel Benefield. 9.9 seconds to the good. Wow.
A Benefield could... I'm not going to say. I was going to say Benefield could crash and stay up front at this stage, but no, 10 seconds is not enough to that. But a pit stop and he might be clear if he keeps going with this pace. So you said earlier on that we might not need pit stop and a little bit of fuel saving, but and that is a bit of a cut there for the Aston Martin and a bit slow on the exit as well. I'm going to guess the braking just didn't get the braking down enough and understeered straight through that turn.
Yeah, very easy to do. We'll probably see that multiple times this race. So difficult to get your braking markers. Oh, as you can see there, Rain and the Glickenhaus, that did not want to pull up at all. Really on the maximum brake pressure, as they say. Get my words mixed up today. I've had a long day, can't you tell? So, Betterfield lead away from Rain, Reinhardt, Donnelly and Packham, and then Samuel, Ellis, Jacobs, Lawrence and Dryberg in LMGs. Look at this train.
And the car we saw just go off in the background there was Bushell right here. Just a little bit. The braking, I'm going to say the brakes didn't work properly because he went very far out. That was reminiscent of lap 1 that we just saw before, where Vincent went kind of far off of the track after going down the outside and just tapping that sand a little bit. So not great for Bushell. I think lost a position there to the Lamborghini hypercar that Gregory's driving. But Bushell, being a decently quick racer, especially here in LMU, I reckon we'll be able to make up that position again.
Philippe, so we are on board now with Matt Niparis on one of the fridges, heading into the Porsche curves, and he is chasing after Ben Wittner. There's quite a few fridges out there, so it seems to be, it is a very solid race car. Of course, the new generation is coming and it is very different looking. So they've very much gone the Ferrari. Ooh, that's very close to a track limit there. Of course, Matt Niparis will be known to our endurance watchers, Mr. Plug and Play. So, of course, coming up, we do have the 12-hour at Silverstone. So, can't wait to get behind the wheel and look forward to a drive in that one. What are you, Lupti? Keen on that?
I'm yes and no. Look, it's going to be a great race and it's going to be a great time no matter what. But not excited to drive the Audi. But promises are promises. I promised Saxon when we first got it. Oh, actually, we're getting into a little bit of a situation here, Ryan. Getting a little bit out into the sand there, and it's giving the opportunity for Reinhardt to get nice and close again. But that Glickenhaus just has so much speed down the straight.
It certainly does. Oh, here we go. It's the Aston. Listen. Oh, this is Le Mans racing.
He's done it. He's done it, and there's a GT3 car there as well. And is he gonna? He's trying to get the better exit, so he's going a little bit wider into it, and I think it might work with the Aston going a bit wide out of there, and it has worked.
Yep. So back to positions are normal. And the two caddies just lurking behind there as well. They seem to be lacking a little bit of top end speed. The caddies. Sounds
not
really
really.
The caddy, I will say though.
Oh, 100%, but they're not really gaining much like time in the slipstream. Even though these two are battling it out, they're just kind of. Oh my gosh! Contact between the two, and Reinhardt has spun and come out from the bottom.
Oh, it looks like it was just a spin. Hopefully, no damage there, but he's going to have to drop to at least 4 or 5 positions there. So now he's back in the clutches of the Toyota battle between Niparis and Wittner.
Just want to say how quickly he got back up to speed. Look at him already matching pace with the Toyotas who were driving out of that corner as fast as they could, and he went from almost a complete stop to being at the same pace as them.
It's actually the one good thing about the sort of spinning there. There is quite a bit of room. Now here, this is where you don't want to spin because this track narrows up very quickly. So head down now towards Indianapolis. Oh, come on, gentlemen. Please don't do what you think you're going to do. Thank you. That is one place where you do not want to go side by side. And especially in a hypercar because you're through there so quickly and then you're literally, as soon as you're through Indianapolis, you are on the brake.
I'm glad that they've kept it all clean through there and making their way through the little bits of traffic that are starting to show up now. And it looks like it was just that lone McLaren for now, but I believe there are more coming up pretty soon. The race in the GT3s is getting close as well. Is that Shady getting someone right behind him at the moment?
It certainly is. That gap's down. Oh, no.
Oh, was that
there
the next
go. Yep, you just jinxed it. So Shady looks like he's doing it quite comfortably out in front in the big bad Mustang, and 3.6 seconds to the good. So he can just sort of cruise down. And it's
looking at. Yeah. And we have a DNF within the GT3s as well. And Aston Martin has decided to go with the DNF, I'm guessing, from an incident a bit earlier. Look at the speed that Lamborghini has. I believe that's... who is that? I don't even know which Lamborghini that is.
It's Jacobs.
Yeah, that a lot
Jacobs
of speed.
Lawrence. Yeah,
Lawrence. A lot of speed down there, catching up very quickly to Jacobs there down that straight.
So...
They found a way to reattach the wheel.
Exactly. And it's good to see that. That's a pretty cool feature, though. I like the fact that the wheel comes off and you can drive back to the pit lane. It's, yeah. Look, it's probably wouldn't be optimal for your front end geometry, but.
If it was the F1, I think he'd be in a little bit of trouble for driving back to the pits, but, you know.
Well, lucky F1 doesn't race at Le Mans.
What? I think they'd have a fun race around here.
No, that'd be boring as hell.
You reckon?
Yep.
I don't know. I'll have to test it. Put F1s with the F2s and the F3s around the same track at the same time. Make it multi-class.
Your first idea was great. That one, not so good.
Sure, no issues would come from it.
Looking at Chris Donnelly here, and back. Well, there's a bit of a battle here. Ricky Packham. I was so taped. I'm so when I saw first all that I was going to call him Ricky Packham. Just.
Yep. I can see where you would go straight for that. But yeah, nice little battle between these.
Sorry to our international viewers. That's a Melbourne joke.
So this is 4th and 5th at the moment, fighting it out. Packham and Hill.
So good to see Graham Hill as well, but in the BMW. And it's good to see different drivers that we don't normally see across in the Sprint Series as well. So it is good to see some other names in the OOR community getting their hands wet and their toes wet in the racing land, as Noah Reinhardt's just making his way back through the field in the Aston. I tell you what, he made that. A little lock up there. We saw that. That is not the way to go through Indianapolis. Now Zidane into Menage. Oh, he's got around again. He's been spun. Oh dear. Oh, bit of motion with that one. He's got to wait for the whole field. That's a tricky spot to get spun to. Oh, he's going to have to. Austin Powers.
Not much room to turn around there at all.
Oh, these things have got horrible turning circles.
Right. The aerodynamics do a lot of work for it. That's very. Oh my gosh, that's very close between the hypers. I'm really hoping that. Yep, they're getting through now. That was a bit scary there, but I think it slowed Nippers enough that maybe is that Johnston there just behind might be able to get another pass off around through this.
It is Johnson in the Peugeot. I like a man with a bit of a different taste. It is great to see the Peugeot out there. Such a different looking car, so unique. And it's just wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be Le Mans without a French manufacturer. So, and I just like the Peugeot only because it's so different. Look at it. It's just completely different from everything else.
It genuinely, it has almost like that more boxy design than kind of everything. I actually really do like that front of the car. It's kind of, I wouldn't say, I don't know how to say it. I'm trying to think of the words.
It reminds me of, how you used to, maybe about 10, 15, you used to see those concept cars.
Yes, like where they always made them look really You're like,
we'll never see that on the road. Well,
that's right. That's that right there.
We'll show you.
That's exactly what I was thinking of, but I couldn't get the words out. It looks like we're getting a little bit of action from the two Toyotas. Out in the front. Nippers looking for a move, and it's very close there, 2/10 between the two Toyotas. But them going for their moves is allowing Johnston to gain up a bit of time again, and it's the gap has dropped once again for all of that little train. There's 4 cars in that train.
Well, yeah, we've got Bushel there just hanging around in the Ferrari as well. And we know how strong the Ferrari is as a race package. And it is a very, very nice car to drive. You never really feel like, ooh, scared. Oh, that's a Ferrari, I believe, in LMU GT3 off. And that is, again, not the spot to be caught there with a bunch of hypercars coming through at 160, 170 kilometres an hour. But
I didn't want to
play on.
I didn't want to trash talk the races, but I don't think I've seen a lap without the yellow flag appear in the top left.
Look, it is another one. It's one of those tracks as well because there's such long straights. It's like you sometimes just switch off for a little moment. And
there's a penalty that I see in the top. Penalty for Johnston.
Penalty Johnson. There we go. So wonder what that's for. I'm just gonna.
Isn't the only penalty that you can give, the stewards can give out, and this is a DT, I believe. So unless they're doing a post-race penalty.
Could be that, but a French car getting a penalty at Le Mans, that's simply unheard of.
I thought it was illegal.
That's what I thought.
I thought
punishable by death, that's what I heard.
Waved white flags and gave up easily. Sorry, I'm going to lose.
Wow.
For us.
That's Luther. He does not
Sorry, Gobby.
Any part of anyone else.
Yeah, so Johnston has received a DT penalty for the collision, and I believe that was the one with Reinhardt, who did get spun. So not a good time, and at least the drive-through will be shorter than the lap by a few minutes. So hopefully Johnston will go and serve that sometime within the next couple of laps.
Yeah, most likely he'll serve that next lap around. So, as we got a bit of, again, lap traffic. Ooh, got one of the Mustangs there popping into the pit lane. That's strange timing there for a GT3. I'm not too sure what's going on there. As looking at these fantastic Toyota inter-team battle here between Vietnam and Icarus, they have been throwing down pretty much the whole race, and it's really down. It's down to drivers now. We've got a DNF there from Johnson in the Peugeot. So
went into the pits and straight away did. I'm wondering if that was maybe a speeding or no, probably just a. But there's a few other cars that entered the pits at the same time. Look, you can see Bushell's no longer on the back of this little pack here, and Gregory's in the pit as well in the Lamborghini. So a couple cars have gone for the pit. So I'm guessing that they're not able to fuel save as much as they wanted. Here we have a replay of a car going backwards down back there. This is Petherbridge though, going out. Oh my!
Wow! Holy moly!
You know how you didn't want to make assumptions earlier, Sean? That's the McLaren and Petherbridge.
Let's watch this again, everyone. And that is the biggest crash that I've seen. Look at that. That just makes ACC look like a kid's game. Wow!
The McLaren got so much. Oh, that is amazing. I love this game.
That is brilliant.
And Petherbridge has driven that around the whole track.
Yeah, we've got
because that's still the first sector.
I was about to say, we've got to the bottom of our missing wheel situation. That's going to cause it. Oh, wow. Add an insult and injury.
Oh, well, yeah, you did say that there might have been causation with the McLaren and the BMW in the pits at the same time. I think we found out what happened to the McLaren's missing its whole sport. The McLaren looks like it's having a harder time to drive than it is with the BMW that's missing a wheel.
Yeah, I think the McLaren's missing all its aero.
And both of these drivers are continuing the race, so that's...
So fair play that they're still racing, which is awesome, but that was fantastic.
This is great. Oh, these two Toyotas going at it once again around, I don't even know where we are on the track anymore. I think this is Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Is that right?
That's it. They are heading down to Indianapolis, and this has been a fantastic battle. Oh, that's a huge moment. Ooh, that is seat of the pants here. That'll get you, take your breath away.
Oh, quite far. That was, is that the other Toyota just there? other Toyota hypercar just ahead there, so that all three of them are kind of together.
Packham's in the Cadillac.
The Cadillac's got that red, the similar red to the Toyotas there. I got confused for a second there.
Oh, the BMW's had a huge moment at the Porsche curves.
He's gone. I think that's into the tyre barriers as well. We'll look out for the car that has lost a tyre in the pits again. I'm going to have a look at the BMW, one of the BMWs from the GT3s, the red one. That looks like maybe it was Alice.
Here we go. So, Pit, we got a bit of strategy here from Nippers. He's decided he's going to come in early, try the undercut. I like it. Bold.
Bold statement, but also looking at the time board, Benefield, look at that gap.
Wow. 24 seconds. That's crazy.
I don't like I know they haven't done their pit stops, but nobody has done their pit stops yet. Well, except for a few, but Benefield being almost 25 seconds ahead, he's got, as we saw in qualifying, amazing speed in these hypercars.
He certainly does. He's got his head around them, and he's just worked out the nuances of them as well, and you can the product. Proof is in the pudding, as they say. But Ryan and Donnelly and Hill, a bit of a battle there, and of course that fantastic Toyota battle. Now we've got to keep an eye on Vintner here because Nippers is in the pit lane, so this is going to have to be a mega lap here. Now, what does Nippers do? Does he cover off straight away, or does he stay out and run a bit longer and see if he can try the overcut? What would you do, Luke?
For a track like this, I think I would go for the overcut. I feel like, especially in the hypercars, that first lap out is usually a little bit shaky. You're a little bit slower, especially because of the no ABS, or is it no TC in this one?
No ABS and TC.
No ABS and TC. Yes. So it's a little bit shaky coming out of the pits. Your tyres aren't warm. So honestly, I think you'd have a better time going for the overcut because that first lap or two is going to be a lot shakier than those laps that you're doing out there on older tyres.
For those that haven't driven them on Ultimate, the first lap or two on cold tyres is, in a hypercar, is an experience.
So, overcut is definitely the way I'd go.
Oh, we've got to announce something here. What do we got happening here? Let's have a look.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. There we go. So, 31st January, ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 Bathurst 12-hour. It's the OOR Blue Riband event. It's the one we all want to race in. Entries open next week. Teams of 2 and 6. Make sure you get your entries in. It is always a ripping week, really, leading into the event. Chat normally lights up and there's heaps going on. So everyone keen to get stuck in and get your teams. And I'm going to make a pact. This year, I am going to drive the bloody thing. I'm determined to get rid of my demons at that bloody track. I am sick of, not finishing or having something happen or bloody Bathurst, stupid track. But look forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to get stuck in. Of course, the Silverstone 12 hours coming up as well. We are getting into the OOR season of endurance. So get your teams, get involved, and keen. Luke, what are you doing that week? You want to drive?
I'm not driving the Audi, but I will be there, and I'm very excited to. I don't know what car I'll be driving, and maybe I could get you on the team or something. We'll see what I'm doing.
You know what? We do have unfinished business.
We really do. We've tried Nords, we've tried a few others, and we've always had a little bit of issues coming from it. So maybe we could get a good one going.
Maybe we could. I don't know if we can invite that other bloke, though. No, I'm not too sure about him.
Yeah, I don't know about the other guy.
Yeah, we'll have to see. As we're back here with Shady Sammy, who is absolutely flying in that Mustang, looking very strong indeed. It is probably the nicest car to drive around Le Mans. It's just really easy to drive, and yeah, you basically drive it like sort of like a supercar, really. It's just point, shoot, and hold on. Not the one that excites me the most, sir. The one that excites me the most is definitely the Aston or the Mercedes.
Yeah, look, I'm not too sure about the GT3s and the LMU, but the ones that I did drive were interesting, to say the least. Which I drove the McLaren, and I did not have a good time with the McLaren. I just did not feel the same as ACC, and it made me not want to drive it anymore.
It is a bit like that. They do feel different. The one that actually feels closest is the Porsche, funny enough. I jumped on the Porsche. I remember when I first played LMU, I jumped. Oh, we got a moment here. Mercedes has got around.
He saved it though. What
is that Collins? What a save there. Wow. Bit of car control, 101.
I'm going to say as well, by the way, that car that went off earlier, I believe was Alice, because Alice is now down in 11th, and that could be from a pit stop, but it was the right paint for the BMW that went off and we thought might have gone into a wall. Just for the interesting information. But that was a crazy spin there from Collins, and keeping it nice and off of the wall, and a nice 360 through and straight on. But my theory of that we haven't had a lap without a yellow flag is very much coming true for the whole race.
Oh, there you go. So, do you reckon we'll keep how long? We've got 25 minutes left. We'll keep an eye on that. Yellow flag every lap. As looking here at one of the Cadillacs. Is that Donnelly? It is Donnelly, yes, in the Jota Cadillac. Because Team Jota used to run the Porsches, and they moved over the Cadillac this year. It was? Yes, this year. Interesting, right? Interesting car to drive, the Caddy.
Yeah, I can imagine. It sounds nice. I like the sound of it.
It sounds great. I don't know. This feels very rigid to me, if that's a word.
Bushel not far behind Nippers after their pit stops. Only just under a second. Gregory falling a little bit behind the pack there. It's now a battle to see if they can catch up to Vintner once Vintner does pit. So it is going to be interesting from here for the Hypers. If the other Hypers do pit, or if they've been maybe saving, I don't think they have though. I think everyone's been pushing enough that everyone will have to pit.
Well, I think that's the play, really. I mean, considering the length of the track, and really, can you gain a lap by fuel saving? Probably not in hypercars, and they're mandated, of course, by their what is it there? I always forget the name of it. Their power, their power bar, virtual energy. That's the one. Thank you. They're to the voice of my ear, and yeah, you got to manage your virtual energy basically with your fuel and.
Oh, look at that! Yeah.
There's quite a lot of things that you got to manage. So, yeah, you may as well just send it. There is our virtual energy on screen at the moment. Ryan's actually doing a great job. He's got 25% there. So
I wonder if he was saving.
He may have been saving. So, but still, to have that gap, that's a big gap. I think Benefield's just driving within his limits and just managing that. And maybe just out there, just having fun. But as you can see also, from third down, it's very close. The Toyotas are close. We're just going to keep an eye on Nippers as well, up to 11th position at the moment. So I'm just going to make sure we'll keep across that. And as soon as Vintner does pit, that's a moment there for a Bushel. Hampson just getting out into the grass. But lucky, that could have been a lot worse. I've seen that end very badly.
Look, as we've said, the hypercars are squirrely at the best of times, so getting them a bit loose is definitely dangerous, but they're doing very well to hold on to the car when it's getting a bit sideways. Bushel, probably the lowest of the it has the lowest energy out of the drivers who have pitted, being Nippers, Bushell, and Gregory. So I wonder if he's been pushing just that little bit more, or even decided to go with a little bit more, a little bit less of the of power added in. Benefield dropping down to 8%, so I'm expecting maybe this lap or next lap into the pits, because I think it's too long to last on 8% of battery. Energy.
Well, energy. Yeah, I know, it's confusing.
It's so confusing.
So, what are we looking at here? But all you got to know is there's basically 2 bars that you look at, and you've just got to manage one bar, and it's got to be above the other bar. That's the easiest way to explain it. Look, it could be any bar, but there are 2, yeah. You'll have to find out. You have to jump in and have a go.
What? Haven't you given the game a try? No.
I know. As Benefield is in the pits as the classic Mon turnout. And you get off down the pit lane.
Brian came into the pit at the same time, by the way.
Certainly did. So where is Vintner at the moment? So keep an eye on Vintner. Is he coming? He is. He's in. So, big stop here from the Toyota team. They've got to get to work. Can he get this overcut done? Right on the mark. So, oh no, a little bit away. That's at least 1-2 seconds there.
Watching that timing board tick down. I think it's going to be very close here.
I think it'll be extremely close.
Go.
Really, it really does depend on Nimprus's outlap. That's crucial. But of course, remember, Vintner's going to have cold tyres, and Nimprus here, he's going to be all warmed up, ready to go. He's coming down to the the Ford chicane now. Wow, he's well behind there. So he has had maybe a bit of a shocking outlap, and that's unfortunately could have paid to that. So the undercut has not worked at all.
We're just see how big
I reckon he's had a moment. That's a big gap.
Yeah, that is quite a while. But the warm tyres, I'm wondering if that's going to be of any benefit. If we're going to see in these last 20 minutes if Nippers can make up that little bit of time. He's obviously within now a second of Reinhardt, and with Reinhardt being on cold tyres, should be able to make a move on that Aston. And then it's a matter of catching back up to Vintner, which again is a 10-second gap.
Yeah, so we'll have to, not too sure what happened there with Nippers, but no doubt that'll be unpacked at the race debrief. So that has dropped him back down now into 9th position, just in front of Bushell, and he's chasing Noah Reinhardt. And hopefully these 3 can catch up and get ourselves a bit of a fight here. So it is currently Donnelly leading the way, but he owes us a pit stop from Hill, Curry, and then the first of our stoppers is Benefield, as we've got a bit of LMGT3 action in the pit. Oh, that looked a bit sketchy. Yeah. So, of course, can crash in the pit lane, which I like. That's the way it should be.
Look, it makes it so everyone has to actually do their job in the pits, but yeah, that's. I was just thinking.
Oh
no, crazy! My head might explode. Yeah, look, it hurt. But the pack there, Benefield's going to keep the lead. Ryan's going to keep that, and then Vintner though, with the 10-second gap to Reinhardt, should be clear for a while. So that, I'm thinking that top 3 is going to stay the same for this last 20 minutes.
There we go.
I know, crazy call.
You've heard it here first. Loopy's gone the call. Look, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, based on what we're seeing as Donnelly pops into the pit lane now, Hill follows him in, and we should expect Curry in as well. So these 3 will get to work, and then we'll see where they pop out. But that means our race leader will be Benefield again once he circulates, and there he goes. And he should have, I'm just going to take a rough guess, a 29-second lead. So looking very strong, and just been really, I've watched a couple of these races and I've commentated a couple, and every time I've seen he's been...
Reinhardt's lost 3 positions. Sorry.
What's happened there?
Reinhardt has dropped from 8th, where Niparis is currently at, all the way down to 11th. So I'm wondering if either there was a little bit of an incident there for Reinhardt, or if those 3 being on warmer tyres have been able to just kind of make their way past Reinhardt just a little bit easier because he came out on the cold tyres.
Well, I think you've just answered your own question.
Well, it could be either.
Well, it could be. I mean, you don't want to sit on the fence with these things, though.
I'm hoping it's the second option. I'm hoping that it was the warm tyres have allowed it. And there's another yellow flag. Just want to call it out for my tally of yellow flags to laps.
We're on pace at the moment.
Sitting definitely close. I think we've got a little bit of a yellow flag, a couple of yellow flags every lap, but I'm not going to call that one. I prefer the 1 yellow flag per lap.
So we've got 16 minutes remaining. You are watching the Thermaltake LMU series from Le Mans, round 5. And of course, stick around. We've got the Thermaltaake Sprint Series coming up, split red. And they are racing at, where are they racing, Loopy?
Split red. Oh, they're racing at the great track of Misano. Oh, what a great track. Obviously a motorbike track, but they do use it for the GT3s, and I'm going to say I loved it last night.
Well, that will be interesting. How was your race? Did you have a good race, did you?
I had one of my best races. That was very clean from the start for me, and I managed to hold out, have a nice little battle with Vediger along for a while, and managed to secure a P3 in that one. Felt like if I could actually drive a little bit better with my endurance, I could maybe have picked up a P2, but of course had my usual drop-off, which puts me about a second or 2 down.
Look at this pro over here now. Ladies and gentlemen, how he's grown. So proud.
Oh, from where we began, it's so good. Looking at the timing board though, Curry 5/10 behind Rain. So Rain's not really got a secured P4 at the moment. Is Curry pitted yet?
Yeah, Curry come in with Donnelly and Hill.
Oh.
No. So, got ourselves a bit of a replay coming up soon, and we'll be able to cover off what happened here to Noah Reinhardt in the Aston. Now, this looks it's down at Indianapolis. That looks that's a lock break, lock up, and stop.
Kept it off the wall. Kept
it off the wall. There is a lovely cafe, actually, just keep driving.
Probably going to go visit that. That's my guess.
Right.
So, yeah, that's the loss of 3 spots for Reinhardt there, and that's, well, that was one of the options, but Reinhardt obviously making his way back up the grid, already moved past Gregory, so that's 1 spot back up from that 3-spot loss, so very nice, and there's another yellow flag for another lap. Looks like the overcut has worked. Donnelly and Hill both moved in front of Rain, and Curry not too far behind Rain either.
Just interesting race here. Just looking at the Lamborghini here at the moment with Gregory. And it's got Noah Reinhardt. Is that Reinhardt? No, he's got one of the... it is Reinhardt just in front of him. So with a bit of lap traffic there as well, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Geez, Reinhardt's had he's had a race, hasn't he?
Up in the front to the back to the front, and then it's been a bit. It's been. Oh, and they're both out on the grass. These two, Ryan and Curry, there in the Toyota and the. I keep forgetting the name of this one.
Glickenhaus.
Glickenhaus. Oh my gosh. German?
German, American, Spanish, Austrian.
It is the car. Okay, it's just a car from every country. Cool.
Of course.
It looks like it.
Yeah, look, I don't want to really flex my opinion on what I think of the Glickenhaus, but let's just say I'll just call it as it is. It's a bucket of shit.
Oh, yeah, very fair.
So, looking here at Han Curry in the moment in the Toyota. He's trying to catch up to the back of Ryan here. I reckon this battle will crack on for the 11 minutes remaining.
So I said the top three wouldn't change, and now the top three has fully changed, except for Benefield. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. I did say earlier on, the overcut, of course, was the play to go around here, and seemed to be right. Also, another yellow flag. But these drivers coming out, that is close, especially coming up into this little bit here, where it does close off. Oh my gosh. Of course, always tapped in.
Wow. I've just got visions in my head now that I can't get out of.
Oh, imagine me tap dancing. That would be great.
No, we don't. No one needs to see that. So we are on board. It is a great shot. Just shows the complex nature of these hypercars and all the infrastructure inside them and all the carbon molding and all the electrics, and it's just such an incredible bit of really engineering, and apparently a lot of fun to drive but tricky to drive.
Yeah, and 10 and a half minutes left of the race, so not too long left to go, and it's been a pretty crazy one, especially with a few deaths and some good overtakes and battles going on. So it's definitely been a great round here in the LMU WEC series that we have, and that's
that's the Glickenhaus. That's where I'm gone. What has happened there? So big moment, I bet. So Ryan, look at this! Oh wow! Okay, I found my new favourite in camera view. This is awesome.
Can't see anything outside of the car, but it's great.
Look, yeah, doesn't matter. Oh, that one's not bad. Yeah, that one's your standard.
That was definitely rain that went around.
It was rain. He's the only Glickenhaus in the race.
Technically, another yellow flag for this lap. Sorry, just gonna keep pointing it out. It's my favourite part of this is pointing out the yellow flags. It's always fun, especially when we can't see where they are.
We could just guess.
Oh, yep, that one's definitely from Indianapolis. Yep.
Well, that's normally the hot spot there. Anage, Mulsanne corner there, normally your big hot spots. Terre Rouge, I've seen a couple, right there normally is where I've seen a bit of carnage. Normally down into the first chicane's also a hot spot.
And our current class leaders are still Benefield and Shady Samuel, so both leading the whole race so far. Not much of a change up as it goes along. The top, everything past the first place has changed quite a bit though during this race. So it's definitely been an interesting one for the viewers tonight.
Certainly has. It's been as always. Ryan, you can see that. Wow.
And we've moved away from that action of Ryan almost dying again to Diebold's currently battling for third against Dryberg. It's probably one of the closer battles on the field right now, especially in the GT3. It's only a second between them, so this is going to be probably an intense one as Diebold's really does probably want that podium.
Well, I reckon that's a good statement. No doubt he'd want that podium. At the end of the day, when you go see a podium in geez, that always freaks me out how close they get before they pull out of the slipstream. But he's close enough. He's definitely close enough. There is plenty of time, 7 minutes. So what's that? Quick calculation. They're going to have at least 3 laps. So plenty of time to get this done.
Oh, you did the maths quicker than I could think. I was thinking about Norderstein for that's 1 lap. Less than 1 lap.
Well, no, it could be 2. Depends when the 7-minute mark hits.
That is true. Yeah. A lot of traffic going through right now. Ray, and obviously you can see there is actually getting caught up to by that Toyota, I reckon. I reckon that Toyota's caught up quite a bit.
It looks like, yeah, the tyre definitely made up ground, so we'll keep an eye on that battle with 6 minutes remaining in the Thermaltake LMU series, WEC series, yellow flag. That was the car in the sand. I'm positive I saw a car in the sand.
Ryan in the sand there?
It looked like Ryan.
Have we had another? Oh no, not another moment.
That's Ryan.
No, it was. Oh, that car is not looking good. Is that a wheel missing? Possibly the way that car's.
Yeah, this thing's had a pretty big, substantial hit by the looks of it. That's a bit of right and left hand down.
The wheel's still there. I can see it just underneath the car there. So it's maybe suspension.
I don't think it's rotating normally, though. Something is not right.
Something's definitely wrong there. Look, no, that's a perfectly fine and normal car, especially because it's a Glickenhauser.
Oh, I'm not sure about that line, but
it's the car brand, okay? They have.
Look, it is the natural habitat of the Glickenhaus limping into the pit lane. This is sort of standard operating procedure, really.
Oh, I just get stressed when he's so close to the track and his car's coming. Hey, by the way, another yellow flag.
So that is what we call crabbing, ladies and gentlemen.
He's made it to the pits. I think
well done, Don't pick up speed, jeez.
The moment it gets to the pits, just a bit of speed picked up, but yeah, that's quite far down the list from, what was he, 4th or something? 4th? Yeah, 4th all the way back down to 12th. So not a great ending part towards this race. I'm wondering how much damage is on that car. What do you reckon, a good 5 minutes damage?
Yeah, I think based on the time, I'd be jumping out and grab myself a nice cafe latte and a croissant and put my feet up.
Everyone's kind of spread out. Maybe Packamu's within 8/10 of Bushel right there.
There we go. Bit of a Ferrari Cadillac battle. Here's something I thought you'd never hear in motor racing. Oh, he's got the lights flashing. The international symbol of get out of the way.
I do agree. Those hypers get so close to the back of those GT3s before moving out of their slipstream.
I'm going to be honest though, I did want some weather or some darkness, or let's get ourselves a replay of the Glickenhaus. What's happened to Ray? Oh, that's a big moment. Oh, that's a massive moment. Yep, that is done.
Everything about that car is scored. I'm surprised he didn't lose the whole back. Back half should have just disappeared. Another yellow flag, just pointing it out. As we do continue on with this battle, Bushel making a little bit more time, gaining another extra 10th through this traffic. And this is, as I have said in previous rounds, it does come down a bit to how good you can navigate through traffic. Obviously, this being a bit of a bigger track, we see the traffic a lot less of the GT3s. So there's a little bit less of navigation, but it also does mean that they can be spread out quite a lot more.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, relatively grid size, it's not a massive grid. You'd say, 40 cars, it's a 30 car big grid, but Le Mans, you can have 60, 70 cars, all different classes. That's when it gets a bit hectic. But at a track, say, like Interlagos, for example, that's where the real skill is, because being such a tight circuit, there's plenty of lap traffic. But here at Le Mans, not a big issue, but it's still an issue. I've seen, if you go through the history of Le Mans and jump on YouTube and there's plenty of accidents where blue flags are in spots they shouldn't be, and so it definitely happens here, but it's not as bad as other places.
Also pointing out that is the DNF from Ryan. Obviously, more than 5 minutes of damage for that car. Really no point at that point coming back out. So it was a good race up until the couple of deaths at the end there from him, but a bit sad to see him ending the race with 8 DNF.
It is unfortunate, but it's a lesson, as I say in sim racing. Every race is a learning lesson, and you always come away with something that you can put in the memory bank and bring to the next round. Where is the next round, by the way? Or was this the final round? I'm trying to remember. Silverstone. Oh, we're off to Silverstone. So fantastic.
That's the final round, correct?
It is. I'm tempted to drive that one.
Got to get you practicing for the 12-hour coming up.
That is true. Of course, the Silverstone 12-hour. Looking forward to that. Going to be a lot of fun. It always is the final enduro of the year in OOR land. It's always sort of everyone's a bit more sort of relaxed, I feel, and just sort of it's just a good way to end out the year. And then, of course, we'll lead into our big Blue Rubber Band event, the Bathurst 12-hour. And that is on the 31st of January. Book your tickets at Bass. Oh, I've always wanted to say that.
And then we also did see Chifitali in the chat saying, can't believe Rand didn't lose his wingman. And I have a feeling that maybe visually he didn't, but the car definitely didn't have any aerodynamics at all left on that backside of the car.
Yeah, and look, rear suspension geometry, I think, is going to be a little bit not great. Of course, also coming up, we've got the Thermaltake ACC Sprint Series finals night. That is going to be an absolute rips and order. I know it's the hottest ticket in commentary land who wants to get in the box. And I know a lot of people are looking forward to that as well. Big prizes up for grabs as well. Broadcasts on Saturday, the 8th of November, 7:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Time, live and free here on OOR. And I tell you what, that is going to be a big throwdown. And it's going to be on, I believe, we're going to a circuit that a lot of people didn't think we were going to as well.
Going Watkins, and we have Suzuka again. So wet Watkins, and then nighttime Suzuka race for the finals. So that's going to be... dry Suzuka, my bad. That's my reading ability, obviously, down in the bins. Dry Suzuka, which is, so two obviously great tracks. It's going to be some interesting races, and we will see the pros of OOR, those people who have scored the most points across the last 2 seasons, up there battling it out to win some prizes. 24 drivers.
So it's going to be, top 24. And it's going to be fast and furious, the best of the best. And I cannot wait for that. I'm really looking forward to that, actually. I've missed the finals. I think the finals are a great addition to the sort of end of season and something to really aim for as well. And of course, big thank you does go to our fantastic support from Thermaltake with the prizes as well. And of course, Thermaltake for all your sim racing and PC cooling needs. Go see the guys at Thermaltake, and also simrigs.com as well. As we are closing down now towards the end of this race here at Le Mans, it is Daniel Benefield that has really put on a bit of a masterclass this evening. 47 seconds to the good from Donnelly, and then Hill is your podium at the moment. And across over in LMGT3 land, Shady Samuel. And there's a good shot. Look at that. Shady and Benefield on track at the same time. Oh, take a photo, put it on the fridge, tell your mum about it. Good to see.
Absolutely. And very, very close to the end there. Lawrence got closer to Samuel at the end. That's a bit of a difference, because Samuel had quite a bit of a lead for a lot of the race. So wonder if maybe there's a couple mistakes there, or Lawrence has just decided to pick up the pace a bit. And that top 3 also changed quite a lot. We had Jacobs up there, but I believe Jacobs had a DNF decently early into the race. I'm not too sure why, but yeah. And a few more cars. Petherbridge, the one that had that flying moment and decided to continue the race after losing a wheel, has also had a DNF later on in the race. So few of the GT3s going out as we did go along. But yeah, again, great racing tonight over here at Le Mans, in, of course, Le Mans Ultimate. So yeah, another great night of racing.
Certainly, but it is going to be Daniel Benefield. It is going to take the victory in the BMW. And that's right, it is a BMW, not a Ferrari, you idiot. But has been an absolute master drive. It has been really good to watch. But, of course, that is LMU. And stick around. Well done, Daniel Benefield. Stand up. Yep. Round of applause. That deserves a standard ovation, really.
So I wish I could give him a standing ovation. Sadly, my mic won't pick up me clapping. So
yeah, no, I'm the same. I'm silent clapping.
That was a really great drive to finish that far ahead. We could see that the level that Benefield puts into these races, and LMU as a whole. I think he might be a little bit addicted to this game at this point.
Certainly, it is an addictive. It's just fun. It's just something a little bit different. As looking here at the Cadillac of Donnelly, who will finish in second position. Nice drive. Good to see the caddy up there. And third position will be the one and only Graham Hill. So nice drive there from Mr. Hill. And then across over in LMGT3 land, Samuel looks like he will take the victory. That gap is at 1.8 seconds. I reckon Shady's just on a bit of gap management drive at the moment, just trying to bring it home as they head into Indianapolis and down Owenage for the final time. We'll just keep it, it's down to 1.4. So Lawrence is really, he wants to make, he really wants to make Shady earn this.
How much fuel do we reckon Shady has left?
Just thinking that myself. Maybe Shady's a little bit on the old in the fuel lines here. Fuel save maximum 100, please.
Because this is dropping.
We don't know how much is in the pot. We don't know.
But it's dropped another 10th, so I'm just trying to watch this acceleration out of the turns and the entry. If he's like kind of floating in, and it's looking like he's, because Lawrence again gaining another 10th through there, but it fluctuates so much as they do go through the corner.
It certainly does, but I think Shady's going to hold on here to take victory in LMGT3. Been a very solid drive, really got out front, really hasn't been headed. As he heads through the Ford chicane for the last time, and Shady will take the victory from Lawrence. And then in third position will be Danny in the Lamborghini. Nice job. This is the first time I think we've seen him on stream all race, so that normally is a good indicator you've had a good day out. He's got Mokhtar right behind him in the BMW, so this might not be done with just yet. Of course, do love that sort of Senna tribute, Brazil tribute.
Slide there.
Nice slide.
Rocco seems to have just taken a position back there as well from Colin. I believe it was.
So Danny is going to finish in third in LMGT3. Nice drive in the Lamborghini and takes the checkered flag. There we go. That is the Thermaltake LMU WEC Series run and done for round 5.
Amazing.
You have a drive of the day?
Look, I'm going to have to say Benefield. Like the consistency, the staying out in front, that amazing qualification lap. I don't think I could give it to anybody else but him. I could give Petherbridge the moment of the day, but definitely drive of the day for Benefield.
Very good. I'm going to give a mention to Danny, who finished third there in LMGT3. Very nice drive. And yes, definitely moment of the race was Petherbridge's wild accident, one of the biggest I've seen. I hope that will get clipped, no doubt, and shared across all Discords and social media. Well, make sure you stick around, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up is the one and only Thermaltaake Sprint Series round 6, I think, or 5, one of those. I'm S4R5. See, oh, look at me, I'm on fire today. We'll be back shortly, as I say, with Damiano and George.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to our late introduction to qualifying at Thermaltake Sprint Series, round 5 at Misano. We got 3 minutes and a bit left in quali. We have Ellis, Squires, Johnson, Curtis and Torfig currently battling out for the top 5 in qualifying. And we're now looking at Pete Chalmers running in P9 behind Warren. These guys are racing for a position here. Good evening to my co-host, George Sinanicus. Well done. And you did tell me the T is silent, so apologies for the mispronunciation.
It's all right. It's okay. I'm happy with that. How are you tonight, D?
Oh, I'm really good. I'm in a good mood. I'm really looking forward to this race. And we just saw Warren give some space to Chalmers to come through. Can't tell if he's up or not, but we'll get a timestamp as crossing the line. And 37.6. And it's a bit thrown out here. The qualifying's ongoing. So let's see what we got here.
I'm interested to see if anyone can knock Ellis off the perch there, because he's been dominated over the last few races. There we go, with the fastest time of 1 minute 32.540 for Ellis. That's a fairly quick time, but look, I do believe there's a little bit more there in Squires to catch up, and maybe a couple of the other guys as well. We have seen some very low 132s over the last couple of nights, so let's see if they can get it with 2 minutes to go. They just need to get it all happening. It's not an easy track to get a real quick time, but you can do it. There is plenty of time in this track if you extract it.
Very much so. It's a very technical circuit, a couple of very difficult parts to get the timing right and the positioning right and your acceleration right. Bruno Ellis, as you were saying earlier, mid-32. Then just behind is Squires with only 1.15. I always said 1.5 there. Johnson, 0.3. Cardillo, silver class driver, stomping away there, 0.7 behind. That's a 33.2. Very respectable time. And then a Pro-Am, Rossa, nearly equal time behind Cardio, 0.75 behind the leader. And we have Taufik Warren. Those two pros need to find some time. Can happen. Probably 2 laps to go. As we're looking at Ellis's time here, it's invalidated, so I'm guessing it's one of them Kunos things. This will be his first flying lap. And then we have Ankin, another Pro-Am driver in P8 so far in qualifying, 1.2 behind the current pole sitter.
Yes, look, this track is always dynamite for track limits and all that sort of stuff, so it's very easy to put your foot wrong on this track. So Alice is obviously on his last flying lap here to see if he can nail all the apexes and all that sort of stuff, and he's with his line there at the moment. Most of the time he's actually found after you get past these next few corners where it can slow your car down. It's the acceleration going down the 2 straights is where you get it all. You see the axis there?
Yes, I find those 2 corners there very diabolical. What are they? Turn 4 and 5 on my circuit map there. It's called Rio, of all names. So we have Johnson and Cardillo in the pit. So it's Ellis who's only fighting Squires and Taufik. Taufik is the car we're looking at now, the Nissan Ferrari hybrid, 0.8 off pole and looking for some time. I saw Taufik in the practice server the other night. He can get a very high 32, so we'll see where he's lost his time. Anticipating it may have been some limits, pushing the limits and getting an invalid lap. We will find out shortly.
Yeah. Look, he's sort of on his usual delta. It's not really increasing too much. Squires, I'm not sure if he's still, up or down on that, because I think that's the one that's going to be close to fighting for pole there. But Taufik, he's just maintaining. There he goes. He's it's basically just maintaining it. He's going to improve, but if it is, it's only going to be marginal. For what we can see here, it's depending if Squires is close enough or Rossa. No one.
Squires coming through, just finishing the straight. Here we go. This could be it. This could be a pole man. Can he keep it together? He's got time up, better time loss. There's room here. His delta is evens. Taufik has just crossed the line, did not improve, stayed at 8 tenths back. Can Squires nail the last corner? He has. Yes. Oh, it's going to be super close. So it's going to be 1/10 off. It's going to be half a tenth down. Oh, good effort. We are on for our race tonight, folks. Start qualifying. Woo! Very tight. Good job, man. Good job, Squires. Top lap by Ellis gets pole, and we have Johnson, Wong, Cardillo in silver, Rossa Pro-Am, Taufik back in 7th, Chalmers another silver, Ankin and C. Rossa, that's right, 2 Rossas, I forgot about that, finishing out the top 10. Woo! That was a very, very spicy end to the qualifying there.
It is. So what are you expecting to see tonight?
Oh, should I put the hoodoo out? Should I call it early? I know a certain young Squires is looking for his first win. So I think this is going to be his best chance to do that, Look, I'll keep an eye on him, see how he goes. That qualifying, I think he wants it. I'm going to put my money on Squires for a win tonight. I'm going out early.
Going out early? Oof. Okay, I'll stick with Ellis. I think past experience show that he's got a very good race head there. Just got to get out in front. The one thing I've noticed about this track is, yes, there's a lot of close racing. Not easy to overtake, but there's a lot of nose-to-tail racing here. You tend to get, 3 or 4 cars together, and it's not that easy. So,
certainly, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're in front, it's always going to be beneficial. It's not going to be easy, and we know that Audi. So having a look at these liveries, I definitely like Squire's navy race car. That looks very, very good. A lot of work on that.
Is that interesting red car again?
Yeah, every time I look at that bloody yellow logo on it.
And Cordelio, and a good look at Cordelio, silver leader in quali, and Rosso to the right in the McLaren with the Coca-Cola. Any brand of Coca-Cola there?
That almost looks like no sugar to me.
Okay, we'll take that. The hybrid on the left. We have Chalmers leading second Porsche on the right. Need more Porsches, so we'll get to them. Ankin, I do like this Ankin's.
Yeah, I agree.
It's nice. It's nice. It's the stripes. Oh, here we go. What are? It's chemistry things. I remember this from high school, last century. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I only did chemistry once. Couldn't do it. Physics was my thing. More Kovacs Racing here. More teammates. The second Ford of Ryan. Oh, he's a bit further back than what I expected. He's been really pointy in the last few races, Ryan. Wonder if it's some invalid laps and not connecting. Chariotis in the BMW, nice work getting the car there. Madden quite high up on the list, P15. Kiri in the orange Porsche on the right, and we're looking at Buckerfield now, leading AM class. Buckerfield, nice work. Till on the right in McLaren. Isan, we were practicing your name earlier tonight, Mr. Driver of Car 29. We're trying to get your name right. Well, please send us a DM if, or I'll probably send you a DM with make sure we get your pronunciation right. Then we have Sam and Brian, which you've just passed. Stevenson, and the cars are heading away. So, what's the format for the race tonight?
Just first and foremost, we have missed one thing. We'd like to thank our major sponsor here, Thermaltake. We did come in very late to qualifying, so we did miss that right at the start. So, Thermaltake for all their assistance and sponsorship. Without your support, stuff like this, sim racing wouldn't be available to anybody. So, thank you guys for your support.
And speaking of Thermaltake, with the excellent cooling, the track is very cool with 15 degrees ambient and a track temperature of 18. That Thermaltake cooling is working well in Misano. Excellent segue.
So, do you believe there's going to be a safety car on the first lap?
Oh, hard to say. The two races last night. It was the hairpin before the main straight that had all the issues. One of our Porsche drivers got turned around in split yellow, and J-Rad got turned around in the second race at split green there. So it's 2 from 2 so far, so we'll see how we go for tonight. Hopefully not a 3 from 3. I'd like to see a good clean start, because that'll be more exciting than a safety car restart.
It's also going to be interesting to see what people's strategies are. This track is open to changing a set of tyres, even though you don't need it tonight. It's a 60-minute race. It's only mandatory fuel stop, but a few people have taken tyres, which really brings your car alive in that second part of the race, depending on how long you're going to go. So yes. It's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be very interesting tonight. There's a lot of hungry guys out there to try to knock our fellas. So let's see what happens here at the start. They're getting close. Yeah,
I'm happy to take the start if you want me to take the start. I'll see if I can.
You can take this time, and I'm more than happy to do it next week.
My quick talking is getting better now, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, so just to repeat, it's a 60-minute race with one pit stop, mandatory fuel. The fuel is fixed at regard of 25 seconds, regardless of how much fuel you take. And tyres are optional, but I think some cars are better on tyres than others, and we'll see who takes a stop. It'll be an extra 5 seconds if you take tyres. Cars are formed up, 2x2s, heading down to the start-finish line. Feel like those gaps, lads. There's a bit of gappy in the middle there. We have Ellis on the left and Squires on the right. We'll see. The race is initiated. We are away. Squires had a little bit of a slow start there, which has allowed Patrick Johnson to get inside him. Squires will have the next turn left to get on the inside, goes deep under the brakes and makes it through. These two has out a little bit of time from Warren. Warren's staying pretty close. Side by side between Johnson and Squires, heading down into Rio. Hopefully it doesn't get sent that far away. So far there's no yellow flags in the background. Everything's looking really good. Squires gone a little bit deep, but we'll have a better run, I think, onto the short mini back straight against the... the timing's gone. Oh, we've had a little bump. Timing's gone off wide, and there was a white car that went left. Not sure who that was. Few more yellow flags happening at Rio. Bit of a slow start. More cars going wide. Safety car not called yet. Can see Torfy going through at the end. 3 side by side going through, and it was Foxtrot is who we're looking at now in the yellow Porsche, who's ahead of Holmes, a pro driver in the McLaren. Ooh, that was a busy first couple of laps. Most cars getting through, a little bit of bumping at that hairpin, still a couple more cars to get through. And Squires managed to get in front of Johnson. Excellent call there, thank you. And we have, with that battling, it's allowed Ellis to pull out a 1 second gap. So heading through the second sector and into the very difficult right-hand turn. I'll get the number later. We'll see if Squires can hold on from Patrick Johnson and get it closer on Ellis at the race pace. This first lap coming through, cars coming through. We're going to have Ellis, Squires, Johnson, Warren, Rosser, Torfi, Chalmers, Ankin, Viney, and Rosser coming through on the first lap. Good clean lap. Maybe 1 or 2 pence coming through, a bit of bumping. Torfi got bumped back a little. Actually, he got bumped off, but he's actually stayed in P6, so that's a good start by Torfi.
Yeah, good call in the first lap. There was a lot of incidents there. He called it very, very well. Now it's all down to settling it down a bit, making sure you get the car into the right window, and this is where it becomes a little bit more difficult, obviously, getting the power to the ground and trying to make those overtake moves. The track does yield some overtaking, but you've got to be close to do it. It's not like you can launch from a distance, because you do get caught out like a few other guys can. So you can see Squires and Johnson, they're just going to put their heads down now. They're going to try to close that gap to Ellis, because they're fighting right at the start, allowed Ellis to get a bit of a break there. Tafiq's going to put his head down with the Nissan. Nissan's very quick around here. But
I think the best... Yeah. I think the best step is what you're saying is Squires and Johnson to work together and just not battle each other, so they can hopefully get a bit of a gap on Warren and get a closer approach on Ellis.
Yeah, my only concern for Squires is we know that the Ford tends to use his tyres a fair bit more, so it's going to be interesting to see if he takes tyres, doesn't take tyres. And I did see a few of the Fords last night struggling a little bit, so let's see what happens here. We've got Viney there. He's getting good run out of there. He's trying to catch up.
Viney's had a good start.
Yeah,
Viney qualified P12, and he's actually stretched his way up to, leapfrogged his way, I should say, up to P9. Good start. Oh, that's a cracking first flying lap, a 33.3. Jeez, that's my qualifying time from last night. Holy dooly. That's a good pace by Squires. Hello, Squires is now within a second of Ellis. Game on, as we see Rosser in the Ferrari go a little bit deep, which is allowed to get a look underneath. I think he's going to make it through. It's going to be really difficult getting through on the outside and not invalidate. Ooh, I think that's within the limits, and they're still racing down to the next hairpin. Who was on the inside? It was Rosser was on the inside and Ryan out the outside. We'll see how the outcome of that one happens as we get through a new time circle. Oh, we got the yellow flag. Well back in the background, back at Rio. That was car number 6. That's Foxtrot. Oh, that bit got a little busy really quickly, didn't it?
Yeah, very, very busy, very, very quickly there. And like I said, this track does yield on a few of those corner side-by-side racing, which is good to see. I really do like Misano. It's probably, I reckon it's close to my favourite track. And it does allow for some very, very close racing and potentially some side-by-side action. So, but you can see Squires here, he's really putting the hammer down now. He's going to try to put as much pressure as he can on Ellis and that Audi. And it's going to be interesting to see how the Audi maintains its tyres. I think last week, even though he pulled out a bit, he wasn't able to pull away too easy. So here we go, 1:30.887. That is quick. That is quick. That's sprint racing stuff, not qualifying racing times. I'd be saying more than anything.
I hope you put in race fuel. That's fast, man.
Yeah. Look, there's two ways of doing this. You can either do a short stint at the start and do a longer stint at the rear, but I think you need to be able to get that gap. You need to find an open window there somewhere. Yeah. Because if you don't find that open window and you get held up behind back markers, it can really hurt you. So the majority of the people tend to go at least, we'll say, 60% of the race. The majority, and then some of them will do a smaller stint at the end. It tends on where you qualify. So, but at the moment there, he's only 0.4 behind Ellis. We've got a couple of other closer battles. Ross is only 0.5. There's a bit of a dive bomb there.
A little bit of bumping, bit of rubbing.
Yeah.
So that was Chalmers and Ankin there battling away.
Yeah.
Hang on, or was it Viney and Ankin? It was Viney and Ankin.
Viney,
Chalmers is the green car, Viney's in the blue car. Oh, Viney's having a look on the inside. Oh, that Porsche is so wobbly through there. He managed to hold it. Excellent driving. Yeah, I'm sweating here. I'm nervous.
Yeah, the Porsche is not quick through that fast right-hander. I saw that yesterday. I almost tagged a couple of them. They were just it does struggle on that one corner, but with the rest of the track, it's actually not too bad. Going down the front straight there with Viney now. He's going to try to line him up. He just needs to get close and get the good drive. The Porsche is very good out of some of these corners because I'm struggling to stay with it. But like I said, it's just that last sector where you make a lot of ground, especially with the McLaren. So
and you drive the... Sorry, you go.
No, go. Say what you can say.
I was going to say you drive the McLaren and I drive the Porsche, so we can have actually some very good commentary between Ankin and Viney here, between the strengths and weaknesses of the car. So
a bit of a
here we go
there for Ankin. That's going to hurt him a little bit, but like I said, the McLaren's got a very good drive. It's very good down this part of the track and also down the back straight. But like I said, that Porsche has got good braking, good rotation.
Was that a bump?
No, I think it was just on power. The McLaren definitely, can get a little bit sideways. I was running a fair bit of TC2 yesterday to stop that. So there he goes again.
Oh, yes, he's having a bit of a wobble. Saw that bit of crossover steer. This has allowed Viney to go and have a look. The slipstream 100% on. Taking the outside line. This will be interesting whether Ankin will hold the inside and be a slightly off position. Oh, yeah, he is off position too. Viney might have a go here on the inside. Oh, someone looked like they went super wide. No, just a little bit wide there by Ankin. Got to be really careful with those track limits there. You can get, I think they turned it off, but you can actually get a double track limit there if you get it really wrong. So that's going to be super spicy.
Oh, look who's trying to get into the party as well. Rayan in that Ford. You wait until he gets there, mate. It's going to be very interesting.
Well, Ben's really moved up the grid. He was, P15, wasn't he? He's moved right on up.
I can see up the front there, Squires. Yeah, he's still putting that pressure on it. That's all he's going to do. He's got to put pressure. It's depending on the fuel strategy. If he can't get past him, just stay nice and close. If Squires has got a little bit more fuel than Ellis, he might be able to do, a slightly longer stint and put the hammer down and try to get that little bit of a gap. And then hopefully jumping in the pits.
Yeah, and also an opportunity here for Squires. You don't want to start battling at the moment because they've got a nice gap between Squires and Johnson, getting close to 2 seconds now. If you keep the pace up, then you'll get hopefully a 5-second gap, and then you probably can start attacking. So in this phase of the race with the slightly heavier fuel load, I would be conserving my tyres for a better push later on. And in saying better pushing later on, a couple of penalties that come through. Car 833, 15 seconds for contact on lap 1, turn 4, and car 245, 10 seconds for a slightly unsafe rejoin.
This track does yield a few penalties and track limits too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, track limits will normally come after the 50% race, so we'll see what happens to that. Looks like, doing very good here. He's just maintaining that. He's just keeping that gap. It's the only thing about this track is that if you can get some good drive, very hard to overtake. Not impossible, but very hard. You've got to take a few risks, and you just got to wait until someone makes a mistake, but you just got to be close enough to capitalise. At 0.4, just a little bit too far to try to capitalise. So, look, like I said,
looking for a mistake. Yeah.
Yeah, Ellis has just got a very good head. I mean, he's been out there for most of the season, so he's driving very, very well. Very impressed with how he gets that Audi around, because I definitely do struggle with the Audi. Here we go.
Replay. We have a little bit of a wobble from Gosling. And, that's the 15-second pen. Yeah, missed the braking. Well, that's so unfortunate. That's a lot of cars being turned around. That's what I like to call... it's an oopsie.
Yeah, a lot of people get caught up in that as well. So anyway, we're back there with Squires. He's just biding his time, I believe. I reckon he's biding his time. He's not going to do anything silly. The race pace there is pretty good.
I don't think... Well, he's still pushing pretty hard though. That's really a bit of a wild twitch of the corner there. So here we go. This is the... This is the unsafe rejoin coming through. Oh, I can see why. Oh no. What happened here? So here, AC stops. That's an unfortunate spot. He drives straight through turn 1 and someone here? Yep. Yep. I think he would have been right if he had stayed more left and let the car pass. I think he'd be right there. But what an awkward situation we caught into, though. I sympathise with that one. And back to live pictures.
Yeah, just having a look down the list there a little bit as well. You can see Tafiq's actually closing up to Warren.
That's too.
Actually, he's 0.4 behind Tafiq, so they're pushing each other to get up there. They've made a bit of a break on Chalmers as well. And obviously, further down it's just starting to settle a little bit. But they're the two that, Tafiq's closing on Warren. And and after the stack that I think it wasn't Tafiq at the start, got pushed wide as well.
He did too, and Taufik had made a spot on M. Rossa. That's why he's got that little bit of time. So that passing manoeuvre may have just happened. So we'll see how the Nissan Power versus the Porsche Power down the straights, and some skill in the corners. See how you turn out there.
Yeah, like I said, that fast right-hander towards the end of the back straight, that's what really allows you to close up on the Porsche and keep it nice and tight. I was stuck behind a Porsche for most of the night last night. I was sick to death of seeing the back of it and kept on thinking of your name. I got,
Car 100, what's happened? Is that the first limits? 13 minutes. I think that's track limits. I didn't see any notification pop up.
I'd be confident to say it's track limits on this track.
So it's David Stevenson and the Pidgey Racing team unfortunately succumbs to the first track limits. So easy to do. I was talking to a few drivers last night. There were a lot of people on 3 cuts and managing that for about half a race. So good job. So it's a pit stop early. Oh, it's not pit stop, to drive through early. That's a really tricky pit stop as well. It's really nasty. It's you got to take it in second gear. You can't go too fast, and I find there's very few points of references to attack the line. As you see, Rayan on back of Viney. I think this is going to be short-lived. Just be a bit patient. The Porsche, the Ford does have mega brakes, so we'll see how Rayan breaks out Viney or not. Going around side by side. I don't think there was a bump there. Not too much, but I think Viney gave the position to the faster car, which will be his faster race. So if he starts battling, Cardillo will catch up on him. So far, it's a good race by Viney. P8, which is actually effectively now P9.
Yes, very good race from Viney. Right. Well, look, we knew he was very, very quick, and he was always going to come through. He's trying to fight back, but like I said, that fast right-hander, you're always going to lose out on that one. We know how very oversteery that car gets in that fast right-hander with that Porsche. There's no way. A lot of
lift and coast in that corner, and that's actually on the circuit map, turn 12.
Yes.
No. Is it turn 12? I got to imagine driving around fast.
Give me go.
No, 13. Turn 13.
Correct.
Oh, unbelievable.
Place.
I'll just keep fucking auction, right? 14, 15, 16.
Yeah, you get there.
22 from the pit lane reporter. If you're going backwards at the same time. Interestingly, if you have a mega, there's an option in here between turns 13 and 14. If you have that big slide and cut the corner too much, you lose a lap. So you could actually potentially do have a 22 corner lap, as we see Madden and Ankin go for it, and Gaze is coming in as well.
I think Ankin's going to be on the outside. Has he got a big draw?
Three. There we go.
This is.
That's why let's do the 3. No. Side by side. Do you guys, boys, fire off the brakes. The rejoin. That's hand over mouth. Very, very worried there. Wow.
Yeah,
that happened a bit fast.
I think one of the cars just drifted slightly left and they touched, and then they just banged panels. I'd like to see the replay back on that.
It was Ankin's on the right, because I was looking at his limits, and then Gaze was on the left. Who was the middle car? The middle car was another. It was a wasn't Holmes, was it? No. Anyhow, I think the middle car got a bit spooked and moved a bit left because the radar would have kicked off, and that's how it all kicked off. Hey, when did the right car hit? Went left, that tapped, reacted to that, went right, and then it was Ankin that lost out. That's a shame. As another pen comes through for Holmes. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
It's Ankin Madden. Oh, there's a little bump there as well. Good guy. Good racing here, though. Gave space.
That was really well done. Gaze on the outside? Yeah, it is Gaze on the... He went on the grass. Oh, that's it.
Gaze is the black car.
Yeah, Gaze is the black car now. I believe he had tyres on the grass, but I think he got squeezed. Yeah. He was trying to hold it there. From what I can see there, I can't see any further than that. Well, we'll leave that up to Schultz to decide on that one. That's going to be an interesting one for him.
Pass that along. Moving right along on to the next.
Yes.
Yeah. We had another pen come through for Holmes. He's up to 25 seconds now, and also... okay. So just getting notes from Glenn, our pit reporter. There's 2 pens for... There's 2 pens for that lap 1 incident. And you're saying... Oh, lovely. Yeah, so Dogrian 100. Glad he's not a steward tonight. Well, that's a bit of damage on Ankin's car as Kiri is in front. 2 orange cars battling it out. If they can get past the other car in front, there'll be 3 orange cars in a row. So that'll be good.
Here we go. Dived in nice and early here, Kiri.
Not bad. 18 minutes into the race. Ooh, not sure why that one is. We'll see. Obviously, multiple strats, as you were saying earlier, George. So anything's available to us.
Yes, correct. There's a bit of a yellow there coming onto the front straight.
I think that's Teo having a bit of a car 3. I thought it was car 8.
Car 8, yes, car 8. You're correct. Well done.
Just passing the split lane now. Yep, Teo having a bit of a rough one. More pens coming through. 15 seconds for car 118 for causing a collision. 118. That's Viney. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Might have been that tap we were looking at with Ryan, who's actually got in front of Chalmers now. He's now in P7. Ross is P6. Kiri's still finishing the pit stop off and sliding down the list. He came in at... What position was he in? He was near Madden, so P15. So keep an eye on Kiri, see if he comes down to P15 after this. The time board's starting to light up with a few pens. This is going to be a very active race, and we're only not even 1/3 through, so it's going to be a very busy race for the stewards tonight. As we're looking at Chariotus, car number 9 in the BMW, chasing Rochford, another Kovacs driver, as Viney pits in from P8, I believe, P9. We'll see how he filters out. And so we're looking at Chariotus, pulling a lap time of 34.9 and half a second down. So I think he's got a bit of pace on Rochford here. I'm just seeing more pens coming through. Car 14's got a 15-second pen for another collision. That'll be coming up on the boards shortly.
We've got to
kicking off, George.
We've got to change for a lead. So in front of Alice. We missed that one.
That's fantastic. Oh, there's so much going on. I don't blame anybody for this. This is great driving. You're so close. There he is. There's the Ford in front. Excellent drive. Last lap of 33.6, so definitely just happened. Good spot there, George.
Yeah. So now Ellis is he's gonna be the hunter for a change. They've been hunting him, now he becomes the hunter. So let's see what happens here to see if we can stay with him. Look, he might have made a bit of a mistake. I believe he would have had to have made a mistake. There's a bit of a slide there for Squires, which is the more you slide, the more he does his tyres. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting before the end of the race.
It is. So Squires as well, he doesn't take the full width of the car, full width of the track available to him when he goes through the corner. If we watch Squires go through, and in the same shot we'll get Ellis go through, Ellis takes more of the curbing. So Squires given up a little bit of time there, but I think once we get some more straights, Squires might get a bit of a pull away, but he'll provide a tow to Ellis.
Yes.
Game on, right?
Yeah, absolutely game on. Like I said, this is not over by a long shot. It's all going to come down to a bit of strategy there. Who knows? You know, Ellis's tyres might hold on, and you might not need to take tyres. You gain yourself 5 seconds there. Squires might take tyres and lose the 5 seconds. He may not, and the Ford does suffer towards the end of the tyres. Here's the replay. It's the overtake. Yes.
All right, you call it, George.
Okay, so Ellis has gone out a little bit. Well, he definitely left the door and just overcooked it. Going into turn 8, which allowed him to go through easy pass. Just keep up that pressure. Wait for the mistake, as I said right at the start. If you make a mistake, you can capitalise on this track. You just got to be close enough. So, and he didn't fight it too much because he knows that Squires was there. So he could have fought it a little bit harder, but they might have banged doors and he didn't want to do that. So very good, clean racing between the two of them.
And there's still a pit stop to come, and we don't know what the strategy is. We could see Ellis going for a last lap pit stop. We don't know. We could see Squires coming in next lap, being just over 38 minutes into the race. Could be doing a 50-50. Oh, this is great racing. I love this strategy in this racing tonight. As we back with Zach Warren and Taufik, also very tightly spaced. And was that? No, that was Rosser in the background, and 6 seconds behind this trio is Ran. We'll see if that time catches up, but these three battling hard. Not sure if they're slowing each other down. We see Charitus in P12 just go make the pit stop, and he's slid into P13. Taufik, still, he's been pretty close to Warren most of this race, hasn't he? Oh, wow, that Rosser closed up on a braking, didn't he? That took me by surprise.
Yeah, look, it's a botting time with this Porsche early on with their tyres. It gets very good drive out of most of these corners. We know that the Nissan is very, very quick in a straight line, but we know it coming out of the corners is just a little bit slower. Give it a few more laps, give it another 10 minutes or so, you'll find that Taufik will probably be a little bit closer, and you'll get a little bit better drive if the Porsche starts to struggle with the tyres. And then I think most Porsche drivers, take tyres on their pit stops, don't they? Because I don't think they last too well towards the end.
Can't speak for everybody, but I did. Only because 5 seconds extra, and I just wanted to make sure I stayed competitive. But it was an opportunity to overcut and undercut. If I had have not taken tyres, I probably would have been in front of the car in front, but I would have been holding on for dear life for the second half of the race.
Yeah, correct. So, like I said, Taufik, and it also comes down to the amount of fuel he's got as well. Can he go long? Is he going to pit before Warren? So, like I said, I do love this track because there's multiple strategies you can use on this track. So, which is great. So he's heading down to turn 8. Not close enough to do anything. He's just going to be nice and close, get good drive out, and hopefully he's close enough to get very, very good drive coming out of turn, going into 9, into 10, and down that back straight, and use that Ferrari / Nissan power, but we know what it is in this. Good Japanese power there compared to German engineering. Let's see what happens. And at the back there, Rosen looks like he's getting a little bit interested as well.
He is. I will say, I've been paying close attention to Warren's driving when we had Taufik's in car. He's driving really well tonight, hitting all the apexes, getting really wide on some of the exits, probably a little bit too much there. And then Taufik doesn't have an answer at the moment to the pace of Warren, so keep it up, lads. And also, I'm not sure if Taufik's faster, but he's not faster in the right areas to get a pass. And I think also Rosser is probably faster than both of these drivers, but being the circuit the way it is, difficult to pass. I think the only passing opportunities are down here in Rio. Oh, not Rio now. Turn 1, probably not. The sections coming up to now is probably one that better passing opportunities. You are a little bit dependent on getting a good run from the previous corner, and then in turn 8 also getting a good run there. and a bit iffy at turn 13, turn 14 to try and get a pass there. It's mainly the other driver making a mistake that allows you to get underneath him. But for a strong passing opportunity, yeah, turn 4.
Yeah, I just saw a flash up on the board there that the 3-car incident going down that straight has been deemed as a racing incident.
Oh, indeed. Okay.
Yeah.
It happens. That's fine. The Christmas tree is starting to light up in the tower. We have 5 cars now with some penalties. There's going to be some long pit stops for some of these drivers, so the order's going to really chuff and change around. This is going to lead us to have Buckerfield. He'll be leading the AM class after the first round of pit stops.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's with the pen for Isan is 15 seconds and only being just under 12 seconds behind. Oh, Bud now right on top of Isan and for P40 and 15 as we're watching Taufik race with Warren. Oh, he's very close through there. Watch this exit here. You got to get right out. One thing I found with the circuit, there's 2 stages of curbing. The one where we sort of can see now in that corner, but the next corner is 1, the next one's 1 and 1. The next left-hander coming up here, it's a double curbing. The first curb, you need to have your wheels on it, and that's in limits. The second curb is not. So the white line is kind of irrelevant on this circuit. It's all about the first banding of the curbs. You need 2 tyres on it. As you see, Taufik, you actually get an excellent drive out of it. Sorry, it just looked like he got a really good drive. You're heading down to turn 8. He's having a little sniff. Ooh, just letting you know that he's there. It's not going to give up, and that's allowed Rossa to get a bit closer still, but fall back a bit. Well, hello, here's news. Not massive news, but the gap between Ellis and Johnson has stretched out to 6 seconds, and Squires has pulled out an extra 0.3 on Ellis. The lead is now 0.78.
Yeah, Squires has got that bit between the two. He wants this, and he wants it bad tonight. You can just see in the qualifying, he wants this. Oh, here we go. Bit of Pacific. Oh, no!
No! The director cuts through commentating. Commentating comes back to the director. This is how we do it. It is the way of the universe. Tell me a series, worldwide, real life, or not, that doesn't do that. Oh, that was pretty close.
Oh, here we go. Stefik's in. Now, is this strategy where he thought, look, I'm going to come in, get my pit stop out of the way, get into a bit of clean air to try to jump in, because he's definitely faster than Warren, just can't get past him. This is going to be interesting. Or did he have low fuel which allowed him to stay with Warren, and Warren's got a lot more fuel on board? This is going to be interesting once Warren comes in.
Absolutely.
Rosa, and now does Rosa have anything to try to fight up against Warren as well?
Yep. I got more good news for Isan. D. Clark, the other AND driver, just finished his drive-through penalty for track limits.
Ooh, nice. So, he's how far behind Holmes is he? He's not that far, because obviously he'll jump in, because Holmes got that 25 seconds. It's 13.9, so he'll definitely jump. Obviously Holmes is going to, and depending if he's got how much damage he's got on the car as well. You know, the Taufik's still in, so this...
Okay, Taufik's going to come out and clear air. He's rolling now. He's getting near the first bit. Oh, he might be behind car 420, which is the Mercedes of our mate Sam Bryant. Oh, had to think hard for that one.
I think he's going to go very close to being stuck behind car 6 as well, depending if he gets to that. Oh,
it does speed up when they do the entry to the circuit.
Oh, there is, but he's got it.
It's going to be tight.
Very tight. I think he might be just in.
Yeah, because his number's on top. His first number. As you see, Ross is coming in to undercut of Taufik. Oh, that's pretty fast. Is it going to break early?
Yes, he did.
I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Yeah. I think that's fine. Actually, that looked like a really good stop, actually. Ross is on fire as well. So as we see Ellis get back within 0.3 of Squires, and Patrick Johnson...
now to Ellis to Squires.
Hello. And Johnson's 7 seconds behind. Car 720 gets drive-through for causing collision. 720. Who was that? I'll have to check the list as you call this.
Ellis is getting a bit of a... he's just got to maintain it. It's all patient thing. We're just keeping an eye Rosser and Tafik to see where they're going to be here at the moment. Rosser is still in the pits. He hasn't moved yet. Where's Tafik? Tafik's coming around. This is going to be very, very close between those two. Rosser has started moving down pit lane now.
Oh, hello.
Yes, he's definitely coming down pit lane, and there's Tafik. He's going into the last corner now. Oh, look, I think he's going to jump in. Yeah, he definitely will. He's got the big run going down the front straight, so he's going to get out in front of... Oh, actually, this is going to be a little bit closer than what I expected. A lot closer. It's going into turn 1, into turn 2. Yeah, definitely in front.
Squires pits.
Very close. Yeah.
He's in front. We're talking about... it's Rosser and Tawfiq.
Rosser and Tawfiq.
No. So we're getting chastised by our TV director. I'm sorry, folks.
There you go. There's the move. That's a big move by Rosso going in and out.
So we're making it hard for Glenn tonight. So apologies for Glenn. Hello. Tawfiq just got the move done on screen, and we sort of missed that. Well, apologising to Glenn. Oh, this is horrible. Excellent commentating at the best of times by myself and George. Good evening, everybody. Shout out to Thermaltake, our #1 sponsor. Doing a great job as always. And hopefully they can cool our jets so we can cool our race tonight much better. Looks like Tawfiq got the move done due to our warmer tyres. And we are now looking at a replay of Bub now. And what's the other one of the pitchy cars? Oh, that's a little tap. Oh, it's a lot of a tap. That's a U-turn. Ooh, that was a bit clunky. That.
Yeah,
that was
it Gates?
Yeah, that was Gates. Yeah. He got a drive-through for that one. I think it was lapping traffic and turned the car he's lapping around. So yeah. Even though you're fast, they just can't bully your way through.
Yeah,
you should come with a box, Glenn. Glenn's cracking jokes. I can't cope.
Yeah. Yes, you can't cope. So obviously, Alice has got a longer stint going with 26 minutes to go. Now he just needs to put the hammer down to try to cover off Squires, who at the moment has got a lot of clear air behind him, in front of him, I should say, to allow him to maybe close that gap, and it's going to be close. Obviously, he's got the fastest lap at the moment. Who else we've got there's a little bit interesting. Bubnow's 0.3 behind Ankin. Who are we looking at now?
We're following Bub now. Oh, it's a bit of a dust kick up.
Yep,
so we're looking at Bub now. And 4-6. So Bub now is the second car. Yes, and we have Ankin in front. Of course, Ankin with the beautiful McLaren. How could I forget? Oh, he went a bit. Oh, I thought he missed the corner there, but now that was some really late turn in or a very early turn in by Ankin. These two yet to pit. We have Squires 4.5 seconds closing down on him. Hopefully we'll see. Oh, there's a move now happening by Bub now on Ankin. Room given and a move completed. Excellent overtake.
Yes, very very wide for Ankin. Then that's got to be a track limit for sure on that one.
At least a notification saying you've missed your corner exit.
Yes, correct. So obviously now Bubno needs to get there. Depending on how much fuel he's got, he needs to put the hammer down and try to clear. See if he can try to catch up to a couple of the other guys, especially on the pit stop, and that's where it's going to all change around again further down the track. With obviously Warren and potentially Tafik. Johnson's in for his pit stop. Let's see what happens with him, see if he can jump a few people. He's gone a little bit longer. And then we're back on Ellis now, who's closing up on Ryan. Ryan's just got in front of him. He's doing very good there. Yeah, he's
closing up because round's pitted. So there'll be a blue flag to Ellis. Ellis's last lap was a 33.6, so I'm curious to see if he's going to go to super long strat or come in early because if he goes, there's no point, I feel, in pitting like 15 minutes before the end because it doesn't give the tyres. You don't use the best of your tyres for the maximum time of the race. So I think he's either, my opinion, is either going to be stopping very, very soon or going very, very long.
Well, the other option is that, like most people know, that if you do a pit stop and don't change tyres, your tyres never feel the same, even though you've been out there driving around.
Yeah, it's that weird heat cycle thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so he may go super, super long and only have to put up with it for less than 10 minutes, which is another option as well. So it's, yeah, if you come in too early and try to do it, you might suffer. And here he is, you've got Squires behind Anchor now. He's going to find all these cars are going to slow him down a little bit, depending how quick you can get through these guys now. So is he going to try to move on the inside? No. He's going to try to do the big run down the back straight now to see if he can get it. It's got a tighter exit there.
Yeah, blue flag letting 2 cars through as well on the left, as we see. Let's see if we get the Ford muscle power versus the McLaren aero power. Oh, he's got to look on the inside.
Yeah.
He's done it.
And fresher tyres too. Yeah, look at it.
I think you're right there. Just pull up on the corner. Let's see if we can stick with Squires because I want to see his lap time. This one, Ellis was a 33.6, and I think that's a pretty clear lap. So we'll see how much potential time could have been lost for Squires. Let's just watch his exit here to see how wide he goes. Yeah, he's still got a little tiny bit more room to go, but that's pretty safe. So we don't know if he's managing any track cuts or 33.7. So that's about the same pace as Ellis at the moment, and he had to get past traffic. This is going to be a very interesting finish to this race with Ellis going long and Squires on fresher tyres. I think having much better pace. We will see as we have the current active P3 homes take the pit stop as well as P6 but now coming in. That leaves 3 cars left to stop, which is Ellis leading the race, who's actually pitting this lap. Hello, here we go. Let's see how it's going to finish now. We're going to, watch. This is going to be excellent. I'm really super. Oh, Ellis' last lap was a 33.7.6. We see the timing down the bottom right there. So Ellis and Squires had the same lap time. So you want to wager?
Yes. Oh, this is going to be close. So Squires is just going down the back straight now. It's amazing. This pit lane is very, very long, so it takes ages. You go out of it, but you just got to wait for that timing board. So keeping an eye there on Squires, which is 67. He's going into the too fast right at the U-turn. Ooh, I reckon he might jump.
What?
I reckon he might go close to jumping. I reckon Ellis might be in front. I don't believe he's taking time.
By a lot. It looks. Yeah, the pit lane's really deceptive because it's so long, but also the turn 1, turn 2 really makes it very confusing. I don't like it.
It's close.
Hello. It is going to be super tight. Squire's coming through turn 2, still on the pit lane limiter, coming off. Oh, he's got him. He's jumped him.
He's got him. Oh, jumped him.
The other way around. Squires has jumped him.
Yes.
Squires is through. Yeah. Am I confusing myself again?
No, Squires is free. He's in.
There we go. I see it now. Oh, all right. Old man things. Moving right along. All right. Head down. Keep your driving.
Yes, mate. He's the man on a mission. The old Squires tonight. Definitely 100%. So now, has Ellis got anything in the tank there? Has he got anything? Did Squires take tyres? Not tyres.
Have to check the gap. I reckon no. Judging how close he is. Because Squires was faster, right, and made the overtake. I'm not super sure if... I think Squires had a good move and Ellis may have given space for the overtake, potentially. I think only those 2 drivers will know. We will never find out. But since then, Squires had the pace and Ellis was probably getting pulled along in the slipstream. The last couple of laps, Squires had the same lap time as Ellis, but he had to pass the car as well, so that would have slowed him down a touch. I'm going for no tyres, and that's a long explanation. As we see our current P1, Pete Chalmers, leading the race in the pit stop.
Yeah, another worthy note, Tavik has jumped Warren as well.
Boy! That pit stop has worked. Excellent work.
Yes. Yes, jumped in. So now Rosso's got to try to do the hard work and get past Warren. So that's going to be a little bit interesting. And if I'm not mistaken, Ryan is closing down, and there's plenty of time for them to close it. Here we go now.
Here's Warren, yeah. And we have... Who's behind? Is that lap traffic
Ankin.
behind?
No, flip check.
Ankin's in the pits. It's Rosso.
It's Rosso.
Oh, so Warren, Ankin and Rosso must have been nose to tail for quite some time as Ankin makes a pit stop. And then we have Rosso. Rosso's very quick. And also, this trio before, wasn't it? It was Warren, Taufik, and Rosso.
Yes.
So they're round of pit stops.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Taufik had the speed on it. Oh, I was wrong about that one. So Taufik had the pace, got through. So maybe Taufik was managing the tyres while he was behind and not being able to pass Warren. And once he got through, he let go. Interesting.
Yeah, the braking in the turning circle of that Porsche makes it very difficult, but obviously he was able to do it in the pit, and that's what I love about this track. Pit strategy plays a big part. So, very, very important.
Sorry, you lost me after you said Porsche had good turning circles. Oh no, Ankin's got to stop go 30 for his pit stop. Oh, he overcooked it. Now we have Foxtrot, probably a drive-through for the limits. And without a Porsche getting wobbly as I'm looking at the timing tower. Oh dear, it's all kicked. Oh no, Warren's he's got a DT, Warren.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He went wide.
Oh no, that just popped up. That's 3 pens within 10 seconds. Wow, the game board. Oh, Warren, oh, feel for you, mate. Oh, that would have been heartbreaking. You're doing so well, keeping Rossa back and keeping up Taufik. Oh, keep your head down, keep driving well. You've got good pace, you can do it. As we see Rochford here with the other Rossa close behind, so it's Porsche versus Ferrari.
Yes, let's see what Rockford can do here to see if he can maintain that gap there.
All right. Sorry, just a quick flash at the front. Just want to say Squires has a 2.3 second lead over Johnson, who Ellis has an 11 second lead. Sorry, Squires has a 2.2 second lead over Ellis. Ellis has an 11 second lead over Johnson. So I think Johnson's out of the picture unless there's some contact with the two front runners. Yeah, so keep driving, head down, keep going. Rochford keeping Rossa at bay for the time being.
Just another little one there. I could just see Taufik just pegging a little bit back here there. That's going to be interesting with about 2 minutes to go. Mark those words now. I reckon Taufik might close the gap, and it's going to make it very interesting between Johnson and Taufik towards the end as well for third place. Let's see what happens there.
Yeah, 16 minutes to go. How many laps is that? That's about, 10 laps? Something like that? That's a lot of laps. So there's still a lot of racing to happen. Temperatures dropped to 14. I hope if guys who did take tyres have got the right pressures, and the guys that didn't take tyres, hope you overpressure them at the start because they're going to be super cold by the end of the race. That was a better exit there for Squires leading onto the straight. That would be turn 7. Nice. Oh, he gets very wide. Oh, not that brave breaking that wide into turn 8. Gap's being maintained. Squire's doing all right here. He's okay. He's driving the Navy DPU car. Is this the name of his team? Car number 67, leading the race. So don't want to put too much on him. Just keep doing what you're doing. Things will happen.
He's not going to let this one slip. I got faith. He's, like I said, right at the start. He wants this one and he wants it bad. So you can see that the car's just point. Everywhere he's putting it, it's just hitting all the apexes, not overshooting, not doing anything. And I reckon he's just going to maintain it. The back markers will let him through once he catches up to him, so it'll be pretty good. Yep. Any other close racing there? Not too many close racing. It looks like they've all spread out a little bit here. Here we go.
It's Bud now and Holmes.
Yes.
So you have Holmes, the pro driver, versus Bud now in the Porva Messo Ferrari. I don't know what Messo means. Messo. I can read. I promise I can. Parents sent me to school at least once.
You're a little bit better than me, that's for certain.
And with Warren's drive-through, that's pushed him back to P12 in front of these two drivers. So not too bad. As you see up now in the front, I'm really curious to see how the McLaren handles being close behind another car leading into turn 13. So good apex, stay wide here. He's having a little look. He is having a look. Oh, nearly worked. No limits. Go.
The car is very, very good through there. You can stay pretty close, but yeah, you just got to. Oh! There's the oversteer on power.
Yes. Yeah, that's just driving hard. Wow, that took me by surprise. I jumped out of my seat there. Oh, this track has it all, doesn't it?
It does. It's as I said. This
no! So another one. Bucketfield's got to drive through. That's P2 AM class, car number 25 in position 22. So it's solidifying Ursun's class win potentially. Keep driving. Head down. Don't mess it up. You're doing fine. As we see, Holmes just under 1 second behind Bub now. Bub now on the Ferrari. I think the Ferrari has really magical TC at this circuit. I found the circuit to be very slippery, to be perfectly. Did you find that?
Yeah, I definitely did. That's why I was running TC2. You've got to be smooth. You can't just smash it. You get a lot of oversteer. And I have been. Oh, there he goes. Went super wide there. Stepped it out a bit. I have been known to be running map 2 occasionally to help that out.
Is that like a fuel safe map?
Yeah, it is. No. It basically is it just the torque curve is a little bit different. I can still match the times. It's probably a tenth slower, but it just makes it a lot more drivable and protects the tyres a little bit. So I have been using that a fair bit on some of the tracks, depending on real bad. This one was TC1 all the way. So here we got Chariot defending Warren and Viney. They're all starting to catch up to it. Well, definitely Warren.
I think Viney's a little bit further behind, and they're Luflate cars just there. But we have an out of position Warren here. He's a solid top 5 runner in this race. So being caught down in P12. I didn't see the timing, unfortunately, but we'll see how deep the braking the Porsche can do in... It's just a YouTube comment. No, don't do that. Too soon. I'm not going to jinx the guy. But I will commentate on the Porsche going deep and the McLaren's going really fast behind it. Oh, Ellis, hello. That's a super fast time. Ellis has turned up the WEC. Oh, yes, within a second, as we have Warren having a look inside the BMW. The BMW's went really inside. I think he's gone wide. Just a wide on the poor exit. Warren went wide to get a slight undercut. We'll see how they go through the dreaded turn 13. And as we cut back to the Squires Ellis battle for P1, now P8, 0.8 seconds behind. Squires, you're going to earn this one, baby.
Yeah, I reckon Ellis just put the fresh tyres on it. He just brought him in nicely. He did want to grain him up nice and early just to give him a chance to fight towards the end. This is going to get very interesting towards the end. So, and
they've also extended on Patrick Johnson. He's now 14 seconds behind, with Tall Fig 5 seconds behind Johnson. So these two can battle to the end, and I don't think anyone's going to catch him, even if they're battling. So, game on.
Yeah, definitely, and there's a bit of room in front of them, so there's no other cars in front of them for a little bit. Once they get past the one that's in front of them, which is nice and wide.
Pressure is on.
Oh, is that tyres? Is that tyres?
No, I don't think so. I reckon he would have taken tyres, but I think the pressure's just got to him. This is high pressure stuff now. Yeah, I know Squires hasn't won in sprints yet, so he'll be really wanting this. I reckon his heart rate's going to be like 300 billion, I reckon. He's going to be sweating his pants off. There we go, nearly said the wrong thing.
Yeah. Keep it plain, because you might get troubled by the race director.
Not again. It's been twice tonight. I'll go for the trifecta. Squires is driving well, but that last corner is... you can't push it. There's only one way to drive it, and that's fast. I found you can't drive it. He takes this corner really, really well. No track cuts, no limits there. 0.4 behind. As long as he keeps it clean, I think he's got this done. Still 10 minutes to go, so we got, 7 laps? 6 laps to go, probably 7 laps. Ellis is super close. The Ford, the only really good opportunity for Ellis to get past is probably through a slipstream manoeuvre, because the Ford is a bit iffy. I'm told at the last end of the braking it's a bit iffy, or the middle part of the braking for the Ford was really good. It's one or the other. So I covered all my bases there. As we see, car 25 have a bit of a yellow moment on the map, as what these two drivers are actually coming up to. 2 more corners and there's yellow flags in front of them. Hopefully no cars are on the circuit. Looks like they're being cleared and they're driving ahead. So they're free to race now, getting through turn 13, and 14. This is turn 15. Now we get to see Squires and see how he handles this last turn. Is he going to cut it, or is he going to drive it wide? He's going to drive it pretty wide. A little slide there, as you mentioned earlier. So that's how they scrub those rear tyres. Yep, I can't watch either. As I see the emoji from the YouTube come through. It's very, very timely.
Yes, it looks like Alice is not going to give this up too easy. He's going, all right, mate, you're in front. As I said, I'm going to hunt you down. It's going to... Oh, he got a better run into there. He's right up behind him now, going on to that middle straight, or parallel to the pits. Did he get a good drive out of it? No, Squire's got a very good drive out of that with that Ford. That Ford does accelerate well, doesn't it? Look at that.
I don't want to talk about that.
Mate, I've got the same thing with the Porsche, right? Yeah, he's got to be close enough. I mean, he needs to put a lot of pressure on Squires to see if he's going to push him into a mistake. I don't think he's going to get it by just pure power. I believe he needs to go a little bit wide, yeah.
Though we have seen Squires get a bit iffy through turn 13. The Ellis a little bit further behind. I'm not sure if Ellis is a bit closer before and put Squires offline, but this looks much better, a little bit more conservative, to be perfectly honest. As we see Ellis close up under braking. Whoa, I had to pull that up. I think, Squires, I reckon he's got the nerves going. Jittery hands, shaky legs, he's probably got the whole lot going.
Woody palms as well?
Yeah, let's throw it in. Yeah, sweat in the eyes, everything. Sweaty socks.
Going into turn 1, they've both got to hit the apexes. He's got to make sure they get good drive, and Alice needs to get the good drive. Look, he definitely brakes very, very well going into turn 4. And then you got turn 5, that double right-hander, but just that drive coming onto that parallel to the pitch straight there. Does he get the good drive out of this? It's got to take tight there.
Oh, look how squirmy. Oh, a little wide, but I think he's fine. The Ford looked very squirmy here. One thing I'm noticing with the Audi is that it's taking those little sausage curbs really nicely through turn 1, turn 2, so the car's not getting unbalanced. Hello, he's might have a look here on the last turn before the main straight. Ellis next to...
Thought about it. I reckon there was a bit of a sniff there. He had a sniff.
Oh, pressure moment. 6 minutes to go. At least 5 laps. This is... Oh, I hope he's got a drink of water nearby. He's going to be so dehydrated in no time at all. Last lap of a 33.2. Personal best for Squires was a 32.8. So he's keeping the pace up. Ellis is super close behind. Like, you can see those lights. I can see Ellis change his as he looks.
No.
Take it.
He's looking, he's sniffing, he goes, hello, doctor, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere. Let's see what you've got under the bonnet of that thing. He's got a nice entry into that, look at that.
Yes. Yeah, watch how the Audi takes these ripple strips or sausage curbs coming up. It just eats them up. It's so smooth. You won't see the car wobble. You miss those two, but these two here I've seen in clip before. Very little movement in the car as the blue flag car moves out of the way. This is an excellent view. Watching catch up on the brakes here, it's going to be absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
And then getting the drive out. Not much better drive coming out of here. With Squires, I struggle in that corner, absolutely. I can appreciate the Squires also having the same difficulty. Going down to your favourite turn 8. Squires not defending. No, not defending. And this is the normal turning in points, I believe. Nothing going on here. Now, this is where it happened last week. A little slide there from Squires. So going to give Ellis a manoeuvre. He got close last lap. Doesn't seem to be the case this lap, falling behind. Just just having a little bit of a rest and using the Thermaltake cooling to cool his jets for a lap and get his tyres back on heat under control.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously, he just needs to be close enough so that if Squires makes a mistake, he's going to jump in, going into obviously 13 and 14. Here he goes, he's looking at it again. No, he's trying to make him go wide. He's trying to put his nose in where he doesn't belong, but very nicely to make Squires make some mistakes. He knows that he's got 4 minutes, so probably another 3 or 4 laps to go.
What a slide out of there. Oh, he's going to be losing rear grip. 4 minutes to go, a few more laps to go. Temperature still staying the same. One blue flag ahead of the cars here. Then I think they're clear for the rest of the race. As we see Ellis, he's going to have a look on the outside. Is he going to have a switchback? He's going to have a look. Oh, he's thinking about just to put Squires off. Squires is fast enough and good enough to know different. However, this is Squires' weakest corner, that one there, which I think is turn 6. And then we had, thank you for the confirmation there. And Ellis is not very good under brakes here, or gets better drive out. What's it going to be? He's
got a slightly better front end. You can just see it. He can put the car wherever he wants. It's just that gap. The gap's just a bit too much, and we know the forward braking is just brilliant. So it can pull up, and as long as he doesn't slide it. Ellis gets a bit of a wobble there.
I think he tried to get on the power super early. He wants that slipstream to get underneath at turn 13. I think Ellis's chance is Squires messing up turn 13, 14, that little section coming up now. Squires just needs to be a little bit more... he can't be too passive, but he can't be driving too hard because he keeps going deep. He takes a very wide line through there. Ellis is trying to get around and underneath. This blue flag should be showing pretty soon. I can't see any flags on them. Oh, that was a bump. Oh, there's a slide. I take back what I said before.
He's definitely using all the track, not track limits, but using all the track to get the drive. Now he just needs to just put his head down with at least another 2 more laps to go after this one.
Yep, and they've stretched the gap to Johnson, so that's now 16 seconds now, and Taufik is staying stationed in his time to Johnson, so it's all these two to the end.
Yeah, hopefully the back marker will clear out of the way very quickly to let these guys to race. Hopefully he doesn't try to drag them all the way down to the next
T8 in the straight. Yeah, the car in front is Teo. He's experienced enough to know what to do. No blue flags, so not. Oh, here we go. We can see him pull to the side.
Yeah, well done, Teo.
Not interfering. Yeah, got to wait for him to finish first. Oh, little iffy there. Maybe should have lifted a bit more. That would have made it a little bit more hard for Ellis getting through. That's such a difficult place to let cars through. You really have to back out if you're going to let 2 cars through. So that'll give Ellis is still on closer to what I thought. I thought he'd be an extra car length behind. Oh, he's getting an excellent slipstream.
Well, here he goes. He's got a good run there. He's going to be going into turn 14. He's looking at it. He's going for it. How tight was that? Good driving between the two and give everyone just enough room. Great driving between Squires and Ellis. Fantastic driving there.
Last lap. 1 more lap to go. Squires pushing hard. Ellis pushing hard. Both cars not over driving that last corner. 0.2 of a second before the line. 0.3 after that. Attacking maneuver by Ellis. This is full-on racing here. Ellis wants it. Squires wants it. No one's going to interfere. They should be clear to the end of the race. Bring it on, lads. Let's have some good, close racing.
At the only place that I think Ellis has got a chance is definitely going into turn 14. I just don't think he's got the car underneath him, but not obviously quick enough to keep up with Squires. Sorry? Yeah, definitely got a very good run out of there. That's why I said it's definitely going to be into that hairpin, just spinning out what top of it. Oh, he closes up there. Into turn 8, going to 9 and 10. He just needs to be closer. He's really got to put the pressure on him. He's closing up on the brakes, gets it pulled up. Can he get onto the power? Yes, he does. So he's there. He's really pushing hard now. Squires is going to be sweating pretty hard now.
All right, don't be too conservative, don't be too hard, and make sure you clip that bloody apex.
Yeah,
you've missed it the last lap.
You can only fit a couple of chickens between these 2 cars.
chickens, mate. That's cigarette paper they are from what I see. Oh, the blue flake wrong. Good move by the blue flake car to get out of the way. Go on, Squires, get a drive out of that corner. There's some yellow flakes in front of them. What the hell's going on with you guys? Drive straight. Let these two winners come through. Coming up to this last corner, Squires is sweaty palms through the corner. Doesn't go wide. Get it!
He's got the overrun. Has he got the overrun? No, he hasn't.
Sweat about Squires, your first win. Well done. Excellent racing from you two. Whoa. It's a top job, and we got a wait in there saying hello to say congratulations. And we're still waiting for Johnson to cross the line. Here he comes right now. And 12 was about 5 seconds further behind. That hasn't changed much, I don't think. And it's P4 for Torfik and P3 for Patrick Johnson. Ryan coming through from a 15 star to finish P5. Rosser a little bit further behind in P6. And we have Pete Chalmers. Actually had, he was a bit down in qualifying. Excellent drive to come across in P7. Cardilio also was a bit of a surprise pack for this race coming through in P8. Rochford, another surprise pack. Some good drives through this race tonight, coming through in P9. Top 10 finish for a Pro-Am. Other Rosser finishing P10 to finish the Pro-Am, sliding for P10. And the unfortunate Warren coming through for drive-through P11. He did make that extra spot.
Yes, he did. Charis coming over for P12. He's flashing his lights there. Well done. Which is in Pro-Am as well. Holmes is coming through in 13. Yes, there he goes with.
Did he back up?
I think he did.
But now, did they swap positions? And finally coming in 15th.
Unless if he was running out of fuel.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Aiden Squires. First win. Well done. Pop that champagne bottles. Get drunk tonight, buddy. You deserved it.
There's a bit of a fear pump on. There he is going out to do it for celebrating that there. Well done, Squires.
If you change calling the Aces.
Oh, no worries. So,
we're still going? Oh no, we're in free practice too.
All right, so overall, top three is obviously Squires in first, Allison in second, and Johnston in third. In silver, we have got Chalmers, Cardilio, and Bubnow. In Pro-Am, we've got Rosser, Rockford, and C. Rosser. And in Am, we get Ishan, Buckerfield, and Clark.
Well done, everybody. So, who's your driver today?
Oh, jeez. I'm going to steal it, or I'm going to take it, give it to Squires. He definitely had to try to. He played it very, very well with obviously the pit strategy and fighting towards the end there very hard. I'll give it to Squires. It's well learnt there. I think he's had a couple of races there that hasn't gone his way, but definitely tonight I'd give it to him.
Oh, absolutely, Squires. The excellent qualifying, so close up front, well-managed race, and soaking up so much pressure at the end for the first win. Oh, your heart's racing. Give it to Squires. So that brings it into round 5 at Misano with the Thermaltake Sprint Series with Octane Online Racing. Next week is round 6 and the last round, and we are at... Oh, I forgot. Where are we at? Do you remember? We're at Kyalami, and for the remember, it was variable weather. Thank you everyone for joining us, and let's all celebrate Vaden Squires on his first win. Thank you.
Yeah, well done. Thank you.